What's going on, guys? How you guys doing tonight? Hey. Yep. I just started the stream.
Bye.
I'll see you. See you tomorrow.
Is Jay coming?
Yeah.
I was just confused why you didn't turn around.
Oh, I didn't even think about it.
Wow. Yeah.
See ya. Huh. OG Glock, I'm staying away from the Monday night game. Dylan, Cowboys will beat Patriots. You heard it here first. Cowboys are the better team. That's a strong statement, Dylan. I like that one. OG, I'm staying away from the Monday night game. Mike Rods, what's going on? Holla, holla, holla. Hey, Glock, still laughing at me putting the Ravens at 3 a few weeks ago. Was he calling you out, Dylan? What's going on, guys? I loved the Chargers tonight, and the market is actually all over Kansas City. They've bet them up to 6. I think I might still jump on the Chargers tonight, though. It's not the smartest play, but it's still positive EV. Glock was mad laughing. It's okay. Everyone's allowed to have their opinions. Sometimes people look silly. Dylan, you've looked silly a couple times. No pick, Kansas City for the money. Power rankings: Ravens 1, Saints 2, Niners 3, Cowboys 4, Seahawks 5. Is there any Dylan, do you have any like breaks in that? Like, are the Ravens that much better than the Saints, or is it like Ravens, Saints are on one tier and then the Niners, Cowboys, Seahawks on another tier? How do you break that down top 5 wise? It's very slim. So all top 5 are pretty close. Very slim. Ravens, Saints are on a different tier. And then you've got Niners, Cowboys, Seahawks next up. I like the Niners roster, but Murray shredded them twice. Yeah, some teams just have bad matchups. Like the Patriots are awesome on defense, but they're going to have a tough time against the Ravens. Oh, damn. Already went down to 5.5. Missed my chance. Are you ready for some football? What's going on, Mickey? How you doing tonight? Oh, gee, I got pissed when the quarterback of the Steelers, my team, got hit in the head with his own helmet by Myles Garrett. I don't remember that. You got to tell me more. Item, I'm betting Chargers at +5 tonight. Is this a bet for you too? Yeah, I'm going to make it right now. They're at 5.5. They were at 6 when I signed on, but I got the stream ready instead. So I'm going to jump on them at 5.5. It's pretty much even. They're -101, which is nice. I'm not super happy. It's strange. Like, the fat guy's going to love this line. He's going to be pretty excited. I'm on the other side. I'd prefer the line go down to 3.5. I know that makes absolutely no sense, but that's one of the things I follow is reverse line movements, and tonight would be that game. But this isn't a reverse line movement. This is a steam move for the Chiefs, so a lot of heavy money came down on the Chiefs. You're doing a 2-team teaser, Chiefs and Saints. You do you, Micro. I wouldn't recommend it, but you do you. OG prefers the Chiefs. Dylan, the Saints-Niners will have to be the game of the year, right? I don't know. Ravens-Saints Super Bowl would be pretty fun. A lot of 5-star games. The over-under's been bet up too. I gotta check the other sports. See if there's any other plays for me to make today. No NBA plays. There's no college football today. I'm sure there's like 100 college basketball games as always. Oh, there's not that many to look over. That's a no. That's a no. That's a no. That's a no. 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 No other bets today. That's going to be it. Where's Fat Guy? Fat Guy's on his way. He'll be here soon. I thought this line was super interesting, so I wanted to jump on and talk with you guys about it. 49ers Ravens would be Micro Odds pick. It will be that, but I'm talking about the regular season. Yeah, Dylan, I don't know all the games, but that would be one of the top games. OG Glock, the Arizona Cardinals game was a push for me because the spread was 10 for my bookie. So annoying, OG. Especially when Arizona's winning with 40 seconds left and they end up pushing at 10. Like, you got to feel pretty good. But that's the breaks. Eric Johansson, I'm declaring next week a level of urgency. Take your points and bet on the team facing elimination or near elimination. See, that's something, Eric, I don't believe in. I think a lot of teams will actually be overvalued because of that reason. So it's a good opportunity to go against that. It's not like teams are just choosing when they're going to win and when they're going to lose. Yeah, Dylan. Damn, that Cardinals. Jackson Little, what's going on? After this week, I can't decide to continue fading the public mostly next week or to fade my old strategy. What's your old strategy, Jackson? OG. Picking out of a hat can be better. It can be better than handicapping at times, which is sad. Picking out a hat, at least you'll go 50-50 in theory. Old strat fading the public, mostly same as you guys, so I'd be siding with the public. It's tough. Going against the public has been good long term, and it's been good this year. But there is a point, like when you're hitting at, 57, 60%, as some of us are, fading yourself after a while kind of becomes the play. If you could live wager take the Cavs right now, the Knicks are about to implode. Why do you say that, Eric? The Texans were just sad. I didn't get to see that game. That was probably like the marquee game in the early games, and that was one I just skipped out on because I didn't have a play. Item, I'm 3-5 flipping a coin this season. I'm glad you flipped on 8 games, but you've been confident in what? 100 plus? Yeah, the Ravens destroyed them. They always do, Eric. Dylan, I've been using a flat, like a fixed unit size of 1 unit, which is 1% of my bankroll. But I haven't been betting every game. Cleveland may not win, but the Knicks don't win by more than 8. Okay, I'll check it out. I think that makes the Texans an attractive bet this week. They're still a solid team at home. Jackson, you're right. I know Mickey said that he had the Texans actually as his top home field advantage team. What's going on, Drewski? How you doing tonight? Long field goal, be good tonight, B. I wouldn't mind some long field goals. Oh yeah, in Mexico, isn't the altitude higher? Or is that at a different stadium? Your bankroll's $1, I bet a penny on every game. That's exactly what you do, Dylan. It's all about return on investment. Watch the spread be like 8 or something? Yeah, Drewski. See, you're thinking ahead. I don't know if that helps the over-under when you can kick field goals from 65 yards. Altitude 7,000 feet. If they're going to break it, this is the game. What period of time? When I deposited money into my account, I just used that number as my 1%. There's also Kelly criterion, which uses your current bankroll. But I have a little bit of an issue of it. Like if you're winning, you bet more. And if you're losing, you bet less. There's a lot of debate in the sports betting industry as what is better to do. It's really just more preference. Okay, Denver at Buffalo. Denver needs the win. Buffalo has been playing over their heads. Mexico. You guys like that dubbing this week? It was pretty good, huh? I'm still laughing at that. Well, guess what? My bookie's pick of the Sunday night game, Rams versus Bear game, was the Rams under. Es salido para un poco de football. This is the only guess at what that's. I can't search it right now. You like that Mexico dubbing? It's because the fat guy and I screwed up. We do these games before we don't even do any research into where they're at. I only wager big if a team is facing elimination. And the game actually went under. Nice, OG. Drewski, Phillip Rivers under 283 passing yards. Did you, Dylan? You put a half point? I'm loving that. That's a nice eggcorn, as the fat guy would say. I like Bolt Up. He picked 80. 80 for the OU. Your friends are putting money on the Chiefs and under parlay. That tell me that doesn't sound awful. I like no F's given score of 80 by Bolt Up. Yeah. Well, Jake, it's closest without going over. So what? Between the next highest on this board is 62. So he's got 63 to 80. OG won 500 in total last season, knowing nothing about the teams, just beginner's luck, and now I'm doing trash this season. Well, you shouldn't have started watching. So you, Drewski, you like the Chargers to run the ball, specifically with Melvin Gordon, and then Rivers to go under in passing yards. So you think that the Chiefs are going to focus on running this ball, hopefully get up early. That way they aren't forced to throw the ball. You know, what was it? What player was it? He threw... what quarterback threw the ball a bunch of times this week that we were kind of like curious about?
What quarterback?
Yeah. It's one guy specifically. He had 40-something attempts.
Yeah. Oh, what? Winston?
That's like every game for Jameis Winston.
It is, but like I'm pretty sure he did. Yeah, I guess that's true. Is that lasagna up for grabs in there?
It's for lunch tomorrow.
Oh, all right, no problem.
Hola, Sophia. How you doing tonight? Jackson Littlewood, how has this Chargers secondary been lately? I haven't had a chance to watch the Chargers much. It's a very good secondary. If Derwin James was playing, they'd be really, really good.
Really good.
But he's not. But this Chargers defense is good. No way. Chiefs' big advantage in the passing game. 3. Hardman and Kelce score all the points. Tyreek. The notorious FAT. Live in the flesh. OG Glock. Do I play Madden? I used to. The Fat Guy and I played a bit of Madden. Fat Guy's been playing Madden this year.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Some heads-up matchups with a friend.
Yes.
Or a couple of friends.
Yeah, I don't have friends.
A couple of acquaintances. But the Fat Guy and I actually have a certain football game that we like to play all the time. And that's
we haven't
NFL.
played in like a year, though.
No, but if we're playing football, that's what
That's
we're
what we're playing, yeah.
We like to play NFL Street on PlayStation 2. And the reason why is because in NFL Street, you can play this mode where you have to draft your team before you play. And the meta strategy that goes into the Fat Guy and I drafting teams to play each other is more fun than actually playing the game.
Yeah. There's a sick battle. You end up taking. I take usually 100% defensive players.
Yeah, me too.
No, you sometimes switch it.
You take quarterbacks more than I do.
Yes, I do.
But it depends on the guy.
It depends. It's got to be a two-way guy that's like, I'll take Vic and stuff, but that's about it.
What's going on, Ghost Boy? How you doing tonight?
Well, I'm all at Twitter trying to get everything ready here.
Eric Johansson, I think if the Chargers get their running game going, they will win. It's fair to say. It's been a tough year for the Chiefs defense as far as stopping running backs. They had that one game where they were like lights out.
Yeah,
like
with backups.
yeah, the one game we bet against the Chiefs quite a bit this year, but that was one of the games that we liked, and
That was the
we played
Packers.
well. An interesting tidbit too. Any links, GMC? Unfortunately, not for the game. Just chatting in this one. But check out NFLBite.com if you want to watch the game.
It's a good chance it'll be there.
OG thinks that Kansas City Chiefs are a perfect bet this game.
There's rarely a perfect bet. I would.
Jackson Littlewood said, "Fat guy, I appreciate the Guinness shirt from here in Dublin."
Yes.
He's loving it.
I have a lot of bar stuff. Like a lot. Oh, dude, I'm such an idiot. It's a green screen and I wore a green shirt.
You know what? I was going to wear my green John Deere shirt tonight. Maybe I'll go throw that on.
Eddie, what an idiot.
I thought it was black, and I just looked over and realized it was green.
Yeah. It actually comes across okay.
Yeah, I'm surprised you're wearing a green Raiders hat.
There are Green Raiders hats.
Mickey Hill says, "I don't understand the big deal with load management in the NBA. My wife has been doing this with me for years." You play 1 week and then you take 2 or 3 off, right?
Where are you guys on this week's leaderboard? Way down there.
We're
like
did we
50th?
win the Sunday night? Yeah, so we're 5-8.
5-8, I think, yeah.
We're very close to the bottom.
Yeah, we are very close to the bottom. That's fair to say.
Dylan Toddfield territory.
Jeez.
Do you guys think the Rams will get it together?
Well, it's less about like I don't think they're doing anything different. Just things just haven't worked out as well. I mean, plus also too, their offense is a little bit older. Like, isn't as fresh. Like they haven't added as many new concepts. Like you need to radically change things. Not radically. We need to change things pretty drastically every year to add new wrinkles, and they didn't really do that. And I like just as a basis standpoint, they're strong, and their roster is really good. You'd be hard pressed to find a better roster than the Rams. You really would be.
You know what's
All of that being
interesting?
said, I do think they're going to make the playoffs. Mike Jones, 281-330-8004.
They're a playoff team. They're probably not going to contend for the Super Bowl. But they're
If you get in
playoff
there, I
team.
think they could. It's unlikely, though.
Yeah. What are they singing?
Mexican national anthem. I don't have headphones on. Like, here, I'll put them on. And then you can ask me, and then I'll tell you what's happening.
I'm pissed off at the Browns. The Steelers will come to see the Browns again. And my prediction is the Steelers will win. OG was pissed about Garrett's helmet incident.
Why?
He's a Steelers fan.
Well, okay. What do you think about Rob Gronkowski's big announcement tomorrow? I doubt it's anything. I got to be honest. I mean, he's like 215 pounds. It's just too light to play tight end. He's going to play receiver for the Patriots. I mean, he could. You know, he's Rob Gronkowski. He'd be a great receiver, but Steelers will probably win in 2 weeks. In 13 years, they have only lost twice. Steelers fan here. Yeah.
I'm gonna give the Rob Gronkowski big announcement tomorrow. The famous old Jets quarterback answer of "I could care less" about Rob Gronkowski's announcement.
What Jets quarterback announcement?
It was the guy who won Super Bowl III.
What, Joe Namath?
Yeah, didn't he drop that line
No,
when he
he's.
tried to kiss Susie Colbert? I could care less about.
I don't remember him saying that, but all right. Rams have to pass both Seahawks and Vikings at this point. Or just either. Colin Coward is so pleased that the Vikings are fake. Thoughts? I mean, like, a lot of those are just, like, sound bites. Like, those guys... Here, this is my big problem with pundits, and I'll do a little soapboxing here, is they go on, if X happened, then Z. Like, they don't understand that there's probabilities at play here. Do you know what I mean? Like, it was unlikely for the Vikings to come back, right? But because they came back, does that make them any better? Or if they didn't come back, does that make them any worse? It doesn't. They're just probabilities of things that happen. I know I take the romanticism out of sports. I know, but I this is what I do. For work. I mean, I bet on stuff, right? And the problem is you got to be like emotionally detached, and which just kind of takes the fun out of watching it, and it really does. But a lot of it's just like they're too results based. Let's put it. You know what I mean? It's not as easy as if X happens then Y. Like it's just not that. It's just not a lateral movement, right? You know what I mean? The Eagles losing to the Patriots. What does it mean? Really nothing.
Eric Johansson brought up an interesting point that I want you to kind of touch on, and it was about betting on teams that have something to play for, like elimination style games. I want you to give him your insight on what it's like betting on teams that have it's a must-win game.
To be honest, you end up getting a lot of value on the other team, in my experience, because everybody thinks, oh, Team A has to win. Therefore, Team B that's out of it was gonna let them win. There's added motivations. What ends up happening is the line. There's already things built into it, and that sentiment will be built into it. So that means that there's gonna be a little extra meat on the bone for the opposing side, and it happens all the time. Because don't forget, a lot of players, they want to get out of there, play better. It's a good way to get out of there, or get a huge contract. So the way the NFL is structured is good in that way. And especially too, because there's so many there aren't that many snaps, right? It's not like a hockey game. There's 82, right? Like if you take a game or two off, or you're the shits here and there, it doesn't really matter. NFL, you're a cornerback, you let off big touchdowns, that sits with you forever on the stat sheet. You want to get paid. Yeah. That's what they want.
Could you imagine think about Shaq Barrett, like being a rotational defensive lineman. Guy gets to play 20 snaps a game, 16 games. What is that?
What? That's 20 snaps a game. That's 320 snaps a year.
Yeah,
it's not that many opportunities. Now he's in line to probably get an $80 to $100 million contract based off this year.
Yeah.
So that's why
chance to play.
So they really get after it. I do have a favorite team. I like the Cleveland Browns, mostly because I read Jim Brown's autobiography, Out of Bounds, when I was a teenager, and I really liked it. But in the area I grew up with, this is going to sound really lame. A lot of guys wore like Raiders gear, like that was like the tough guy thing. So I always liked the Raiders logo. So that's it.
The Chargers were up to 6-point underdogs, and I got them just late at 5.5.
I think that maybe the best game of next week would be the Ravens versus the Rams. Yeah, that's not a bad one. That's for sure. Okay, I may be the great cynic, but I believe they send in referees that favor keeping teams in a hunt. Eliminate teams or lost money for any league. Yeah, that's probably not. There's a chance that isn't wrong. There's something called NFL Game Books, guys, and it has all those information. Big Ryan and I will eventually do a deep dive. It's on our long list of stuff that we want to do. Unfortunately, most of that stuff is going to come to fruition in the off season. Like it's going to get a little bit better here. We got a bit more time now. One of our schedules has freed up, so we're going to have more time to have some collaborative efforts. But there's something called game books that have every referee, every play, everything. So there's going to be more time to deep dive in it, and there's a lot of, I think I always had a theory that there's hidden information in those game books. So, all right, they returned this one.
Who starts with the ball?
Chargers. Desmond King returned it for 22. Jackson Little at Lions versus Jackson is an easy 5-star entertainment game. Fantastic.
It's you know what's shitty about that game is the coaching for both sides has just been so bad. It's been so bad.
Yeah. Well, Lions really talent-wise are 9-17.
Yeah, and from coaching, maybe third worst coach in the league.
Third, if not the worst.
If Boss Lyon's here, he'd tell you.
He's terrible. I said that before. I said that for 2 years now, though. He's just unimaginably bad.
Items buddies were all parlaying the Chiefs in the under.
Yeah, that sounds about right. It's just in the under?
Yeah.
That's like the anti-square, but not really. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go. It's like It's like an analytic meathead bet.
Yeah.
We need Chiefs over, Chargers under. Those are the two. Like, I don't know. How'd they even get a parlay down like that?
I don't know.
Well, I could see why. It's negative correlated. I'd take it.
If parlays aren't bad enough, right?
Yeah, but if they're correlated, a parlay is good. But I mean, people don't do that. They have to be positively correlated.
Mike Jones curious about who's going to take Kaepernick. His career's pretty much done. I like the Packers Steiners game next week. I think that would be a great game. Jackson said such bad coaching. Lions went for two towards the end of the game when kicking the extra point would have made them down 7. Don't understand the motivation for going for 2 there. No one knows that better than me, Jackson, as having the Detroit Lions plus 7.5. I thought I had the backdoor cover. Jake Jacobs said always go for 2 when down by 8.
Well, I mean, there's a winning thing. There probably is there could be a mathematical thing that does support that type of.
You should either always go for 2 or never go for 2.
I don't know. No. I think there's a math play each time. I don't know what it is each time. Like, I mean, I guess I just don't have the data to confirm one way or another. It's bizarre, though. Let's put it that way.
This is maybe the most interesting thing I've heard today.
Yes. All right. What a run. Good job, Melvin Gordon.
From Sam Jammy. Welcome to the chat. Chargers win tonight. They practiced all week long in Denver because of the altitude.
I didn't know that. That's an excellent tidbit. Thank you for bringing that to our attention, if that is true. That is...
Oh, Rosenberg saying the workout was a publicity stunt by the NFL.
Yeah, I would say that it is.
Mickey Hill says the analytics tell them to go for 2 when down by 14 late.
You know what they need? They used to have this thing, the 4th down bot on Twitter, and it would tell you when to go for it and when not to. Oh, this is a big play.
Goodness. The watching Passawong or whatever is his name trying to cover Austin Eckler is comedy.
Oh, it's Derek Napasong or whatever.
Yeah.
That guy's huge. It's impossible. Eckler is such a mismatch coming out of the backfield. Oh, he's not even close, man.
And it was a pick play.
Oh, God. You can't even. Steve Spagnuolo is one of my least favorite.
Lucas did something that we liked there. He actually went downhill to try to make that tackle on Eckler and made a move, and he ended up... The second guy was able to make that tackle.
Well, Big Ryan, I hate when they back up instead of... I'd rather just go for it, make yourself wide, try and get a big hit on the guy. Like, at least make him slow down a little bit. When you do that backup thing, you just give up 5 yards, right? It's super annoying. It's because the coaching is different on how they coach defenses, you know? A good example, look at how the Ravens play. You'd be hard-pressed to find the Ravens players not playing downhill on defense, regardless of what personnel they have out there.
Eric says, because he hates giving points, I like Moneyline Parlay example. This week I took New England, Baltimore, and the Rams just didn't want to give the points.
Yeah. I really think the math is against you in parlays. You're just better off betting all those on their own. Pay less of a commission. We always bring it up. There's the University of Northern Las Vegas, or Nevada, Las Vegas, UNLV, whatever. They do They do the biggest gaming research study in the world, and if you look at their profits, the profits of Nevada casinos on parlays compared to other things, it's like 5 to 6 and 7 times stronger the return on investment they get from parlays than any other sport. So I mean, it's because the average hold on all the other major sports is like 5%. On parlays, we've seen 18 to 38. So it's just an obscene amount. High variance for them, absolutely. But like, if they're pulling in that type of ROI, it really tells you like, you know, where they make the most money and where you probably shouldn't be betting with them. So I don't hate on anyone doing parlays. Good for you. Have fun with it. Do what you got to do. I just know for me, it's giving up any expected value, those micro percentages. It drives me crazy. I'm the guy that doesn't. I'm even not as bad as Big Rye. Big Rye won't play anything that's 0 expected value. I'll play something at 0 expected value, like flipping a coin, if I can kind of careen them into playing something that's more, in my favor, but never bought a lottery ticket, any of that kind of stuff. So, like we say gambling, but Big Brian aren't very good examples of gamblers.
Well, I looked over all the games today. This was the only game to take.
Yeah.
This is the
only... you're on the Chargers?
Yeah, this was the only bet. The line
What'd you get it at?
5.5.
You got 5.5? Great line.
Up to 6.
Oh, you missed half?
Yeah, when I was setting up stream, it was at 6, and when I went to bed, it was 5.5.
So even when you were getting minus 200 and under, yeah, it's just in general,
well, Eric, what that means is the expected value at minus 200 is like 67%, 66.6%. So what you're saying is...
Well, that's at zero expected value. The chances would be 66.66 continuous, yes.
So if you have a 70% chance to win and the payout is 66%, then you have a 4% edge there.
Yeah, well, 3.4.
Yeah, and then the payout is half.
So, Mickey, what you end up doing is you would take what you would take is your career win rate, I guess you could say, right? And then you would take your career win rate versus the juice you're laid on the bet, right? That's why I always say fight for... If you like a spread at, let's say, plus 3.5, the difference between minus 110 and minus 102 is 8 1/10ths. Which is, I don't know, what is that? What percent 8 1/10 is? I don't know.
0.1%?
No, 8 1/10ths is more than that. Hold on. Sorry, I always talk long-winded.
Item said I was able to get some money in on Chargers plus 6, feeling great about it.
Good.
Yeah, that's the best line you could have got.
It's 0.07. Good, not bad, Big Rye, you are right. So the point is that 0.07 is that added expected value because the bet you're going to make, if you make it at 55% and then you take out the juice, you're probably at, 2.6%, right? And then depending on what juice it is, right? So if you're a lifetime 55% better and with the juice you have to be 52.4 to break even, that's what it is standard for minus 110. Then you'll have a 2.6% edge. And then...
so over the long term, you'd have about 2.6% return on investment.
Yeah, so if you bet $100, it's worth about $2.60 to you, $2.60 to you. As boring as that sounds, that's what life is. It really is. And the problem is you gotta just stack those onto each other. And you try and... Sometimes you're going to run really hot like we have this year. Sometimes you'll run really bad, but you know what the value is, unfortunately, the whole way. So...
Dylan Clark's salty. You got the Chargers at plus 4. Probably yesterday. I don't know when the lines all moved. I haven't been watching it today.
There's a really good way called on how to bet, using your bankroll sizing. You end up betting really small and conservative. It's called Kelly criterion, and I brought it up before, but I would say doing half Kelly is probably the best.
I talked about it today because I was saying how I'm using fixed units this year, and we've used Kelly criterion in the past, but Kelly criterion's a little bit strange in that you're supposed to bet more the more you win, and you're supposed to bet less the more you lose.
If you use it as a basis, then you stay at the fixed unit. That's the best way of doing it.
Yeah,
that's what you've been doing. So, because you obviously told them the horror story that we had 6-7 years ago.
We've told it before. It'd be a good thing to tell now.
You and your group are doing better than ESPN, CBS writers. Yeah, but
I hope so.
I would hope so because
those guys are
they bet on emotion. They care. They go, oh, so and so looked horrible. I don't care what my eyes tell me. What does the market say? Market says X. I do Y. It's as simple as that, right? That's. I don't trust my eyes and my emotions. I'm a human being. I know that I've flawed built in. They pretty much do. It's kind of like one of my best friends. He invests for a living. Yeah, and he started with a lot of money though, so it's not that fair. But he says you get the best information from guys with 900 subscribers on YouTube. And that's he scours the internet for those guys because he's not an expert in any one market. But he's able to find like experts in little fields all over YouTube, and he's kind of right, and he's found a bunch of gems. I don't know if we're one of those gems necessarily, but I mean, it's just I don't know. I just think this strategy it's worked for everyone I know that bets for a living, and for myself, it's worked for the long run for years, a decade almost. Fawcett is smoking at ATS this year. That's right on. You know who actually does know what they're talking about? Jay Glazer. Jay Glazer was a former high-stakes gambler, so that guy actually does know what he's talking about. Nice completion to Sammy Watkins here.
Are the refs speaking Spanish?
No.
Not very immersive.
Immersive, wow.
I almost said submersive.
Okay, yeah. But also, too, us doing well this 1 year doesn't mean that we're better than them, too, by the way. That's the thing about probabilities in gambling is it's hard to know how strong you are, right? Like, we didn't have that good a year last year. We really didn't. We were on the right side of 50%, but it wasn't strong. Year before was very strong. This year was strong. I think we should do a mock super contest with this channel next year. Yeah, we should. As far as bankroll stuff, yeah, I think so too. I think we're going to end up ramping it up.
Super contests, you have to pick 5 games. So you don't have to pick every game. So what he's saying is we could do like a special like 5
We should do an invite one. We get 25. Guys that did it all last year, they're in the super contest. Figure out something special for that.
That's a really good idea. Anybody who plays every single game the year,
you
gets
an
invite the next year. Because that way you have that exclusive club.
The exclusivity, yeah. That one we might not plug on. We might not be able to plug that into the pick video, but on the website, and because it's guys that are interacting anyways. You know what I mean?
I like what Eric just said. There are YouTubers that cheat. What they do is pick a team and give you a score that does not match covering the spread. From there, they claim either result as a win.
Probably. The whole point of this channel was to be the first reason why we started doing these picks. Is there conversations Big Rye and I would have anyways. And we thought, like, why don't we have transparency, right? Because as Big Rye likes to put it, it's the trench clothes. Ooh, hold on. Big bomb. Oh, it's a very trench coat and fake nose type business. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where everyone seems to be a shyster. So we didn't want number one, we didn't want to come on here and sell you a bunch of stuff. That was step one, because that's really it's a turnoff to me, to anybody. And it's a good way to shut out like a good meet of prospective participants. Let's call it. Is that you just right away you try and sell them something like you're going to lose a lot of people. And then also, number 2 is we want to be transparent. We want to be as honest as humanly possible. And I think we've done that. I think we've achieved that so far. So we haven't been deceptive. We own our losses, and we move on. We're not upset if we lose.
You even counted an extra loss this week because we put in the wrong pick.
I did. I accidentally put in Baltimore when I put the sheet in, my own sheet. Isn't that funny? I made the Google Doc or whatever. I don't even know what it's. The Google form, and I put in the wrong one, and I switched it because that's not. In the video, I said Houston. I liked Houston, and
Yimmy Wang's on Kansas City tonight.
888. We're gonna see. I like the spread so far on the Chiefs or the Chargers. 3rd and 20 here at their own 29-yard line. Looking good for the Chargers. This is a good down for Chargers deep. Nice job, Bosa.
Dylan Clark was laughing because he put 57.5 on here.
Oh. He's allowed to. He is allowed who knows, man? Hill pulled up lame afterwards. Ooh, he's got a hamstring. Uh-oh. mushrooms are telling me Chargers are going to win a lot of games the rest of the way. You know, it's an added bonus too. Not that I wish injury on anybody. When you have a bad team,
See ya, Noah.
yeah, you too. When you have a bad team and a player gets injured, it's kind of next man up, like whatever. On good teams, it's like devastating drop off. You know what I mean? So the win probability gets hit a lot harder. Always trust the mushrooms.
Trust the mushrooms. Is there an advantage to putting a half point for the total? Dylan put, yes, there is. It is if you're closer.
He's allowed to.
Technically, if someone puts 57 and you put 57 and a half and the game lands at 57, you would lose.
Yeah. That's
So
I
So there's a slight disadvantage, but it's very slight.
Hey, you know what?
But if someone else put 58 and you put 57 and a half and the total hits 57,
Here, I'm going to give you the best answer. I don't know. I'm open to that being optimal, if that makes any sense.
I was
Jamie.
tired. I was tired.
Is that what he said?
Yeah.
That's funny.
What's going on, Jamie? How you doing?
Jamie,
Chiefs-
we're on the Chiefs. Or sorry, we're on the Chargers today. I'm sorry, pal.
Well, Chiefs can win. They just have to win by...
Yeah, just win by a field goal, Jamie. Make us both happy.
Yeah. We need a Chiefs under parlay tonight for our items buddies.
Well, yeah, but they took the Chiefs. You can't have it all way. Everyone's split on this game. I want the Chargers to cover. That's all I want. I was tired. You're allowed. I slept for like 12 hours today, a little longer.
Nice.
Yeah.
Feeling fresh.
I actually am.
You're not looking so green today.
Yeah. You have like the worst sense of humor ever.
It's not funny. Is it just me, or are cheerleaders in good shape?
I would hope so.
I still like the... we've had some CFL talk the last few live streams. CFL cheerleaders is like the best thing in the world. They do it for free. They
No, you gotta pay to do it, man.
No, they volunteer. They don't pay. They might have to pay for like their gear.
I know a bunch of them. They have to pay for a whole bunch of stuff.
That's ridiculous. So they have to pay to be cheerleaders?
BK's fiance is one.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah. Like, they have to sell those calendars. They have to sell them. Like, they have to buy them all. And whether they sell them or not, it doesn't matter.
The cheerleaders buy them?
Yes.
Like pyramid scheme?
Yes.
They have to buy their own supplies.
Yes. They have to buy those calendars.
So
and then
can
whether
they
they
sell
sell
them-
them or not, it doesn't matter.
Can they sell them at any price they want?
What's that? Yes. You're not supposed to sell them for, what, $10? But that's what it is. They pay to do that stuff.
Holy, this is news to me.
I've had to buy, 4 or 5 calendars?
I
I don't even look at a calendar. I don't know
I
what
feel
month
so
it is.
bad for you.
No, I'm just giving you an example. Not that I feel bad for me.
That's insane.
You pay to do it. You don't pay up front, but you pay in other ways. That's commonplace for NFL too, though, man. NFL, dude, the cheerleaders get jagged too. This is a nice pitch sweep run. Big hole for Gordon. I'm actually choked Gordon didn't leap this guy. Ugh, he ran out of steam.
Well, it's just a lame cut.
Yeah, he ran out of steam there.
I'm loving the powder blues. Chargers, I
You always
loved
liked
them.
it.
Dylan Clark said, another tidbit, I actually faded myself. Pick Kansas City -4 on here. but bet Chargers +4. It was a really rough night. Well, it sounds like you can't lose. Yeah, Dylan, I did the same thing for the Miami-Buffalo game. Jake said, same, Dylan. I bet Chargers +5.5, so I could get a middle at Kansas City -5. Mickey said, whoever bet Melvin Gordon at 79.5 made a smart bet. I think it was Drewski that made that bet.
Micro odds right on, packing for Vegas. It's fantastic.
Awesome. That's going to be fun. I've been contemplating going, but I want to be home for Sunday money to do these streams and the videos.
If you go, I'll hold down the fort, man.
Yeah, there was good flight prices to go like on a Monday to Friday or Tuesday to Friday. Been a good start for the Chargers.
Phillip Rivers is 6 for 6. Gordon's got 37 yards already.
Oh, big drop here on 3rd and 5. So it's going to be a second.
It wouldn't have mattered.
Second field goal attempt here.
It should be easier to make this field goal, though.
I see ESPN's going with the World Cup soccer route by showing hot chicks in the stands. Always good.
I don't know about that. Look at Badgley. I don't know. I don't like something about this run up.
So short run up. He's only taking like three yards to do this. That injury is.
Yeah, and he missed.
He misses right.
Yeah. Some look weird about that.
Even like how he stepped into it. There's a flag on the play.
Chargers chopping a lot of wood with very little yield. I agree.
Definitely blame it on the field.
I don't know. He stepped. He took like 3.5 steps back. I don't know. Something was weird. Or 2.5.
Chris Conley's asking if the Monday Night Football announcers are good or if they could be better. Are they better or worse than Gruden and Sean?
Who's it? I don't even know. Is it Joe Tessitore right now? Or no, what's his name? I can't remember. I actually liked Gruden. I really did. It was fun because Gruden didn't really mince words. He tried, but he was pretty obvious who he didn't like. And I don't know. It's something I like the old Jimmy the Greek style. Yeah, I don't like that player for this reason. Good. That's what I want to know. So Chris Jones got a personal foul on that. So
who gets the ball?
And Chiefs do still. It's not a true Chargers game unless you absolutely.
Chris, yeah, I did like.
It is Tessitore, yeah.
I'm not a true Chargers game unless you miss a field goal. It's Tessitore and Booger. I actually like McFarland. I think he's all right. I know quite a few people don't like the announcers, and that's why they come to the stream and listen to us instead. I wouldn't say we're any good, but I guess we're better than Tessitore. Tessitore is like a real asshole.
Pardon me?
Tessitore is like a real, like he's very smug.
Smug?
Yeah.
Yeah? I don't know. Who do I like? I'm trying to think of who I even like.
You know who I like? I like the color guy for the Arizona Cardinals. You ever heard that guy? He sounds like Jesse the Body.
Yeah. Oh, I'd be down with that. You know, I actually don't mind.
Sounds like Macho Man.
This sounds nuts. I actually don't mind Buck and Aikman, even though, like, Buck is he's pretty dry in a way, like the way he sounds, like catch by David Tyree, Giants win, like. But I don't know. There's something about it I don't mind.
You like your announcers to be vanilla.
A little bit. Although, like, just say less. It's kind of like, I like limited government. Bring back Madden. Actually, yes.
Yeah.
even though Madden said the most obvious things all the time, it's like a lot of it wasn't wrong. Kind of like I was talking about yesterday, is east, west, north, south comments. Oh, Gus Johnson and Joel Klatt. I've only heard them one other time, and I would agree. Yes.
Gus Johnson's just insane. Like his calls for big plays are like bar none.
Who's the worst announcer? When they had Dan Deerdorf, I wanted to put a sharpened metal object in my ear.
Whitten was pretty bad.
Whitten was pretty bad.
Whitten's like the only person worse than me on the mic. Dylan Clark says Troy Aikman's terrible.
I'm fine when he's paired with Buck. And Collingsworth's done a good job. Collingsworth Al Michaels is fine.
The only thing we don't like from them is how much they push
Pro Football Focus.
The guy owns it, so
yeah. The one thing I'm going to say about Pro Football Focus, and I'm sure everyone on here knows about it at least. Pro Football Focus, it gives you. I don't think there is forthright about how much time they actually put into grading each play, like they say. So there's a Reddit post that proves it's kind of impossible, and I'll also say this though, they're not good at predicting games. So then why even do it, right? So it just, I don't know. Some of Pro Football Focus makes it feel disingenuous, right? Like they're grading these plays. Like there's a lot of like, I call them like pseudo squares. Like in my fantasy football league, my friend's brother, for instance, he'll put a lot of stock into that and stuff like that. But he never wins anything. He never wins Survivor. He never, not even be results based. He always picks the squarest things always, and then he's surprised when they lose, right? So he's just they think that the data is infallible when actually I think it's it gives you a false sense of reality. Let's put it that way.
We were talking about other like ESPN pickers and that kind of stuff. Like those are the guys that are using Pro Football Focus to help make their picks.
Well, I think they're getting an edge doing it, and I don't know. I'm telling you, the handicappers that. Oh, geez. Nice rush here by Mahomes. Doesn't look as fast as usual, but still got it done. Nice first down, Chiefs. But the handicappers that are behind the scenes that are moving these lines, they know a whole heck of a lot more about picking a football game. So we got an injury here. Deerdorf sounded like Sylvester the Pussycat. Yeah, he did. Deerdorf, I couldn't take. He was the one.
Antonio's asking what we think about an under 53 bet.
You're in good shape, pal. It's 3 points right now for the first quarter. That's good. I mean, obviously you're not home free or anything, but we'll take it.
Sounds like Oakland out there.
Does sound like Oakland outside. Maybe they're looking for me.
Chris can even hear the sirens. That's how loud they are? That's pretty crazy. There's like 3-4 sirens going on outside.
Got a Shaq commercial. I think Shaq would be famous regardless. He has good personality.
You know what I'm going to say about Shaq? I was thinking about this recently. Is that for his skill set, he might have been one of the smartest players. Like, not that it's like not super obvious for him to like get the ball at the post and score, but like he didn't mess around. Like he didn't try to do things that he wasn't good at, and he excelled at the things that he was good at. You can't say that about all players.
Oh, you mean like because he just blatantly did what he was good at? Yeah, I mean, there's something to be said about that. Even though it's intelligence through simplicity, you could make that argument.
Well, the fact that like he didn't train very hard, he didn't practice very hard, but when it came to winning in games, he got it done.
Who do you like? I'm gonna take I'm going to take Indy in the points on Thursday. That's me.
They're 3.5-point favorites.
They see fat rolling. They hating. Probably. I've been arrested in a really long time, so I want to keep that streak up if possible. It's been like 11 years, man. It's great. McCoy with a carry. Ooh, Hill is coming out. Wow. This helps the secondary a lot for the Chargers. This is good for a Chargers cover. What an interception. What an interception. Wow. That was incredible.
Who got it?
Jenkins. I don't even know him. What an interception.
Awesome camera angle here. Why don't we get those camera angles every play? That's what
I don't know, man. I really don't. That was fantastic. I got to be honest. What a job. What a job. What a job. And that's just so, Rayshon Jenkins. 4th round pick in 2017 NFL draft, formerly from the Miami Dolphins. Wow. I didn't know that player. Oh, it's because Adrian Phillips is out in addition to Derwin James. That makes sense. Screen to Eckler. And that'll work. Eckler's tough, man.
Well, he gets the most out of his yardage. He's using his lineman correctly. It just takes a step here, a step there to change the angles for defenders and let your linemen make their blocks.
This is nice for the Chargers.
I think the one of the craziest things that happened this offseason is Andy Reid lost like 100 pounds, but he still wears a fat suit to games.
Oh, is that what he does?
Just to keep up appearance.
Oh, Rivers took a ill-advised sack here. Mike Pennell, wow, that's hard to. It's hard to let Mike Pennell get a sack. I can't remember the last time he got one. Probably when he was a Jet. This is bad pocket awareness from Rivers. He should have just chucked it at Eckler's feet. What am I critiquing Phillip Rivers? He knows what he's doing. Would you guys consider doing a video of the best players to draft before the fantasy season starts next year? Dylan, I think this was mostly Big Rye. It was kind of how we do things is I come up with a hypothesis. We test it. I would say it's usually right. And then Big Rye comes up with the way to make better use of it. And we've done that this year in fantasy. We have a tool. It's not quite ready, but it's less about doing players and it's more about rarity and rules and point systems. I know it sounds so boring. Like, it's just be easy for us to say, oh, you should take Christian McCaffrey. But think about that's what everyone else does. What it is about is taking the rarest players. And the rarest in most formats are running backs and top-tier tight ends. So, in all honesty, you end up drafting 7 running backs in a row. And that sounds crazy, but that is the best strategy. This is the best fantasy year either of us have had.
Yeah, collectively, yeah.
Well, we're in the playoffs with every team.
It took a lot of opinion out of our drafts.
Yeah, it took all the opinion out, yeah.
Like, I don't know, what was it? 6-7 years ago when I first started playing fantasy, I got caught up drafting like rookies or like the guys that were like boom or bust, super exciting players. And then I just always lost. Like, you'd have 2 guys that would hit every year. and then every other guy would be really shitty.
I was a better version of that. Well, probably why I had more success, but I was always one game away from the trophy. And the other thing too is you're trying to look for this unpolished gem. So is everyone else. I mean, that's not what we do now anymore. So
you just end up reaching on guys that you probably shouldn't reach on and that kind of stuff. So it takes all that out of it. How many decisions do we actually have to make during the draft? Maybe 2. Whereas before you'd be making like 15 or 16 pretty much every pick.
There are a couple things that are like I believe in matchup defenses, and I like rolling with 3 defenses because I think I want to try and get 10 points a week. That's what I want to do. So there is that kind of thing that makes it a little different. But as far as the first 10 rounds go, Big Ryan and I pretty much agree 100%. So the list is perfect, I would say.
Yeah, Chris talking about how Dalvin Cook ended up being a steal in the late second round.
Yeah, but like, don't forget that happens every year, right? And then think about the guy that says, I knew this about Dalvin Cook. That's what I always think about, our false sense of I don't know, in our abilities. Like, I knew about Dalvin Cook, but there's a lot of guys I could say, I knew about Darius Geis. I knew about what's another bust? I can't even think of one. He got hurt. Who's not doing very well? I can't even think of someone.
Devonta Freeman.
I knew about Devonta Freeman, exactly, right? Like, it's not a... Let's just admit we don't know anything, and let's just go with the averages and take the emotion out of it. And that's not just you guys. That's me too, man. We watch football all the time, but we're under the same spell as everybody else. They'll use a power ranking system to determine their win percentage you use for EV. We used to do that, but we find that to be a losing strategy, to be honest.
Well, no, I wouldn't say it's a losing strategy. It's just not as profitable,
not as optimal
as the market strategy. So both are winners.
Yeah.
But then the problem is when you start using 2 or 3 formulas, you're gonna have conflicting picks.
Oh, nice play.
So we found that we used market factors a lot more to make actual bets than we used our system, even though we track both.
So you just take a career average against the spread using market factors, the juice that you're getting, and cut the difference. It's that simple.
Mickey, you already come up with numbers. So a game where you had the Steelers minus 12 last week, and the actual line was whatever, Steelers 9.5 or whatever it was. So there's percentage differences between a 13-point favorite and a 9.5 point
Which
favorite.
game are you talking about? That was because they played the Browns.
I'm forgetting exactly what game, but I'm just trying to remember the last game Mickey gave us a line for.
It might have been the one before, the Steelers game before.
Could have been.
Regardless, you can find the win percentage between the... yeah, I know we're not doing a good job of explaining it. It just... basically, though, for us, it's you take your career average, you subtract the and the juice that you're getting, and then you subtract you take your career average versus the break-even amount percentage for the juice that you're getting, and then that'll give you your edge. Sometimes it's negative too, by the way.
I'll give you an example, Mickey. This game, big interception from the Chargers.
Derek Nottie.
From the Chiefs.
Oh, God, Rivers. Come on, man.
Frank Clark making the play. So, for instance, this game is Chiefs minus 5.5 was the closing line. And if we were to make an actual line for this game, we'd probably have, Chiefs minus 3?
Yeah, let's just say hypothetically, yeah.
Maybe 2.5. Or
3.
It's a neutral field.
3.
Let's say 3.
3.
So there's a win percentage on the Chiefs at minus 5.5. There's a win percentage on the Chiefs minus 3. So your EV would be the difference between the 5.5 and the 3.
Yes. So that would be, and then you'd take that percentage and then you would apply it to Kelly criterion, probably half Kelly criterion, and then you would use that amount to wager. We just find that that doesn't work as well as just taking a streamlined average of betting against using your win.
the market just has way more factors that go
Yes.
into it than us making
using the market to make the selection and then taking a straight line win average win percentage against the spread, i.e. 55. Yeah.
Jeez. I almost want to check Scan BC.
Almost, yeah.
Yeah, Mickey, we use it against our online.
Yeah.
Jackson's curious about the favorite name this week.
I can't reveal that. You guys got to wait till 11.
Yeah, it'll be in our video tonight.
It'll
We're
be in
gonna
the
add
video.
a new feature.
Or your perceived line.
Yeah, you take your perceived line and compare it against the actual line.
Yes. Your own line, your perceived line, that's the same thing.
So there was a point where I would only bet games where I had a perceived line greater than 10%. Like the percentage difference of my perceived line versus the actual line was over 10%.
Problem with that, though, he arbitrarily set a 10% threshold, so there's that too. So, I mean, there's no like perfect science to this. We just think, at least I do, taking a streamlined approach too, because also too, then you're also taking the workout when you use the market, which is so nice. You're gonna pay a small commission, but the work is like, it's just not feasible if you have a job, for instance. Even if you have other interests, to come up with strong handicapping week in, week out, year in, year out, and expecting to turn a profit that can beat the market. Sorry if we don't explain this stuff very well. I mean, we've been trying to figure out ways to explain everything for years, and we've been unsuccessful at it.
Yeah.
Mind you, this is stream of consciousness too, so
Well, we're doing this for reps. We're getting more and more practice.
yeah,
The
absolutely.
more we do it, the clearer it'll become.
Yeah,
Even for
and
us.
seeing what's profound when you say things aloud, I guess that's kind of
Totally profound.
this guy told you, man. Freezer bag over this guy's head. I can't wait. Because Hardman's going to play a lot of snaps when out with Hill out.
He was already playing quite a
Oh,
bit.
and then Booger said exactly. Booger must be listening to our feed. He said exactly what I said seconds later. This is good for the under. Wow. Third and 12 here. Another 3-and-out possibility for the Chiefs. Chiefs have been let back in this game by their defense, and they're really squandering it. And not just their defense, just everything, too. A missed field goal as well.
2 for 8 for Mahomes.
Do you set your own line before viewing the actual line to prevent bias? We used to do that. Like, that was every year up until this year, yes.
Yeah. We would have our line created for every game of the year, and it would change as the season goes along.
Yeah, before even the season started, we would have the whole thing simulated. So we still have that. Those sheets and stuff. They're done in Google Sheets now. We switched over from Excel. We can let you take a look at them one day if you'd like. And actually, he would probably like that sheet. Wouldn't you think?
Totally. I think a lot of people would.
The Fanalytics one. I think that's a good one. It's the problem is though, it just doesn't yield the results that the betting against the market does, which is almost disheartening, but at the same time it kind of makes sense. It's good for futures though, I would say.
Well, the last part we left off at was talking about putting like the sports betting market factors into those numbers. Well, that's a huge mistake.
Oh, what a play! Chargers are managed to cover that. Wow. This is what I'm talking about the return game. It just seems so risky. I'd rather try and block the punt.
Well, usually the most talented returners are the guys that are deciding to try to make over the shoulder catches at the 5 for returns. Guys like Patrick Peterson.
P2P has lots of mistakes too. I'd imagine that he has just as many fumbles as returns.
Yeah, maybe.
Or
touchdowns.
I mean, like touchdown returns.
Okay. It's like, man, that's a bold statement.
Yeah. I just feel like the propensity to fumble is just so high, and like the marginal gain, it's a few yards. Whereas I know if you could just block maybe 1 in 15, 1 in 12. I don't know what the math would be, but it's an idea.
Jake's saying the field's trash again. You could really see it on the Badgley field goal, the one that he missed.
Yeah.
A healthy Brissett is better than an injured Brissett.
Yes.
I'm liking this, Josh. You're onto something.
Yes. Three 3.5 points. That's reasonable, I think, this week.
What's the game and what's the line?
Indy at Houston. Houston open at -5.5. But that was like a very early line, and now it's -3.5.
Yeah, it's too bad Houston got blown out.
Yeah, I don't think that the public's wavered because you kind of get a grace for losing to Baltimore on the road.
A little bit, but I still think that line probably is at least 4 or above if Houston puts in a respectable performance.
Yeah. I still think you're getting meat on the bone with Indy.
Oh, I still think there's meat on the bone in Indy. I just wish it was more.
Yeah, I wish you got another few percentage points, of course.
Dylan Clark appreciated Josh's word of wisdom, and Jake's saying that's a bold statement.
To be honest, I said that during the video. That was one of my lines from the video.
You think that's a master troll comeback?
It could be a master troll. He could be just saying it, but he is saying that. I did say that in the video, so you got to let me own this one, all right, guys? I'm the idiot that wore a green T-shirt in front of a green screen, so clearly there's not much going on upstairs. Yeah, it was 5.5 exactly. I like. You know what's funny about that, Jackson? How does that blowout? So that game, in between that game, that window of that game, it made the Houston Texans 2 points worse. Do you see what I'm saying? Like that doesn't make any sense. They got 2 points worse between the window of that game. Just think about how dumb that is. You know what I mean? Like, it just shows you the public is there to be taken advantage of. They really are. And then you can feel bad all you want, but those people are going to hazard their money any which way they like. Josh is trolling the next level. Nice run, Melvin Gordon. Look at that hole. That's just done well. And no one major got hurt either. Exactly. Like, what does that mean? Like, how did that change anything? And that's why it's there. That's why you can beat the public, because they just do stuff like that.
Josh doubled down with the second master troll by calling himself Dylan Clark's daddy.
Oh my god, that's so funny. This guy's killing it. You gotta be pretty good. And the other thing, Jackson, too, you gotta think, like, this is the part I love. I love when I hear about it. Like, if someone, I don't know, so every now and again, you know, I take a bet here and there, and sometimes I'll get beat. And one of the times, I can remember a time where someone goes, oh, you gave him 3.5 points? The line was only 3. He goes, yeah, but it doesn't matter. They won by 7. You know what I mean? So the guy He thinks because the result of the game was 7, that means that giving me an extra half point didn't mean anything. And I couldn't be happier with that type of thought process. Giving up points and percentages is a big deal, regardless of what happens in the game. That's the way probabilities work. It's because they don't equate, 11 on 11 football to be rolls of dice, but it really is. Everything is. Driving your car on the way to the airport, that is a risk. There is a risk of things happening.
You know what this also falls to is that a lot of people who gamble, like a majority of people who gamble like once or twice, and that's it. So they don't care about winning 1,000 times. They care about that one.
The individual result, there's so much pressure on it. When you do it every day, all the time, you start caring way less. You care about the decisions you make. And that's what we try and hammer home. When people say a win or loss and they're worried about this and that, see a micro, have a good one.
Later, Micro Odds. Have a good night.
It's not about that. Oh, he dropped it. Mike Williams.
He had this at the top. He came down with a ton of force there.
Yeah, he dropped it. Zitvono! Oh, I got something for you, Zitvono.
What's going on, Zid? How you doing tonight? Big drop indeed, DC. Nice. Oh, here's a pick.
Tyrann Mathieu probably going to go the distance. Nope. Wow. Now you won it. You earned it, pal. The mail has been historically slow, so you're going to have to give me someone's been giving me a little bit of hard time on it, but the ones that go to America have gone a little bit faster. You know what? You're right. Yes, I am. Thank you. Yeah, exactly. That's the whole point of this. It's not even being way up. You've made the right decisions. Last year we weren't way up on the year. Oh, McCoy touchdown. Wow. But have you made the right decisions this year? I would say that you have. Yeah, it's supposed to happen though. It's regression to the mean. We're not supposed to win at the rate we've been winning at. Like, it's unnatural. So, I mean, it's bound to happen, right? So I've been prefacing this forever since we've been doing well. I know for weeks. Seven 7-3 Chiefs over Chargers. I would say so. I don't really have any regrets, to be honest. The only one I regret is laying 10.5 points with Indy all year. That's I can think of, to be honest. That's pretty much it. I'm annoyed that the Detroit injury moved the line, but I mean, that's about it too, right? We kind of have to make these choices on Monday, so that's part of it, right?
Yep.
So we got jagged on the Atlanta it moving against Seattle, and Detroit moving against just this past weekend against, I can't even remember who they played now.
Dallas.
Dallas,
but it wouldn't
sorry.
matter. They still didn't.
They still didn't cover, but that's not the point, right? But that's part of making the selections on Monday. So really, the only one all year is the Indy one is bothering me. That's it. So, but that's a game. That's a difference of a win. I'd rather be one closer to Josh Jacobs, but I'm not, and it is what it is.
Jake Jacobs.
Jake Jacobs. Why did I say Josh Jacobs? Oh yeah, plays for the Raiders. I'm wearing a Raiders hat. Let it go.
Oh, we got a nice email this week. Did you see it?
No.
It's from Shiv Daddy in the contest. He said, "Fellas, what happened? I got killed in my pools this week. Lost my first place positioning. Let's bump it up for week 12. I want to finally win this year. Help out Shiv Daddy, a big Ryan the Fat Guy follower."
We're gonna try. Yeah, it's even a Sharps on Chicago, but you won anyways. Yeah. It was a weird at the end. I really think the Rams are better. Like, I mean, and I wish I was with the Sharps on that one, but I mean, like, I was indifferent, I guess. I don't know. That's the best way of putting it. Like, I didn't watch the game, and before the game, like, the market activity seemed a little bit annoying, and maybe Chicago was a way of going, but I don't know. I stand by the information I had on Monday night. I feel like the Rams are the better choice. That's the best way I can put it.
Old Eli might be worse than the old Manning.
Yeah.
Or, old Rivers might be worse than old Eli Manning.
Raiders could go to the wild card. That wouldn't surprise me. I don't think that was their intention this year, to be honest. But I think the Raiders are a team on the rise. They really are. I think the Raiders are almost better suited than any other team going forward, considering all those draft picks they have.
Rivers with 5 interceptions in his last 43 attempts.
Could have been 10 interceptions. I don't like peppermint, but it's a good sacrifice for the chocolate. These are fresh, right?
Yeah. They're good.
Mm-hmm. What are some teams that have a decent record, but you won't bet on them because they aren't that good? It's never really about who's good and who isn't.
Houston Texans.
Yeah. That's okay. Yeah.
It's about price.
It's about price. It's about price. It really is. Everybody's got a price.
Everybody's got a price. The Patriots.
Patriots are that good. Depends on the price.
Yeah. Josh says the Bills. Eric says, okay, the Rams covered, but I hate giving 6 points when the over-under is less than 41.
It's a great point.
And Jake said, bet numbers, not teams.
Yeah. Which he pretty much has, too.
Zit's having regret asking that question.
Yeah. I kind of said that wrong. Yeah, I would say so. That's okay. Like, we're all learning. Like, I've probably contradicted myself 100 times doing this. Because, I mean, it's different. We're doing a live stream. It's you got your nose open. Not like John Belushi or anything, but it's open. Nice catch by Mike Williams.
Did I tell you I spent a month in rehab last year?
Yeah?
Yeah. Hurt my nose.
You're like the last guy that would happen to.
Yeah, you're right. I just die.
Yeah. Some of our friends could stand to benefit, but...
Well, it's lonely at the top.
I like that matchup. Sorensen versus Williams.
Yeah, there's a slight advantage to one of those guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice play there. I feel bad for every tight end that has to run up the seam and just get their knees cut
taken
up.
out.
They never know which angle is going to get crushed.
I also spent a month in rehab. I got charged with animal abuse for spanking my monkey. Well, Dylan, here we go. Right back in it.
Jackson said, yeah, Eric, I do too, but I've made a little money taking the Bills recently, and most of their games are projected.
They
under
are.
40.
That is a good point, Jackson.
Week 12 videos will be out in about 5-6 hours.
Yeah, roughly. There sometimes there's complications, so we
We've
got
got
a
a
double reverse
reverse.
with Rivers completely missing his block. So Rivers has a lot of issues going on right now. Although blocking's not supposed to be one of them. He's laughing and he can't. What else are you supposed to do? Great play calling. I thought that the Chargers could easily be up huge in this game, and somehow they're down 7-3. But I mean, here they're knocking on the door again.
I've never seen Rivers miss a target where he's tried to thrust into them.
Dylan making the bald man cry. Absolutely. That was so funny. I know I wouldn't. You could just run it 4 times from here, really, against the Chiefs. I say that all the time. Like,
other than missing those games, it's been a good year for Hunter Henry.
yeah. They're going empty, too. I don't like it. That is excellent coverage by Ward.
Chartavius. Probably said that wrong.
Does anyone know how to say that? It is not exactly a lot of precedent set on on pronouncing that name, or a lot of names in the NFL. Ooh, Dylan with the tip. You just giving us a tip, Dylan?
Oh, that's nice, Dylan. I appreciate
thank you,
that.
sir.
Now I feel like the fat guy's got to grow out his nails and give you an old HJ.
That's not a fumble.
What do you want to see from the Chargers on this next play? Rivers has already given up. He's huffing and puffing to the sideline like he's a 45-year-old single mom. Dylan Clark, every team is trying to recreate Russell Wilson's interception in the Super Bowl passing inside
Yeah,
the
I know. They're nostalgic, let's say. I don't get it. Like, the other thing about running it 4 times is 5 times. Is you could have taken off a whole bunch of clock too, right? Like, they pretty much guaranteed you're not getting the ball back either. Like, you could have ran this down to what, like the 3-minute?
Would you be scared if you ran into Keenan Allen in a dark?
No. The answer is no. I haven't met too many people I'm scared of. I can think of two.
Yeah. What were those clowns' names? That joke
One of them's not even. One of them was 5'11". I want to tip more dollars, but I've been losing a lot on scratch-off lottery tickets. Some reason that doesn't surprise me, Dylan. Good best of luck to you going forward.
3 red zone trips, 6 points. What a great team.
Absolutely. Well, they're covering, guys. They're covering. There's that much. I think it's just they're going to run out of... I'm thinking they're going to run out of steam on offense, maybe.
I can't believe they did all these commercials about Drew Rosenhaus. You know he has his own app?
What's that?
Drew Rosenhaus, he's got his own app.
Apparently, yeah. They need to run it more. That's what's working. They need to run it more because that's aesthetically a better way of winning a football game than passing. It just is.
But it's a tough way to get 5 stars for me, entertainment-wise. From an entertainment perspective.
Drew Rosenhaus or Sage Rosenfels. Those are 2 good names. One's an agent. One tried to be a quarterback.
They do have 170 passing yards.
To me, though, it's the time of possession is so important. I mean, I could be wrong. I really could be wrong. I just, from what I've seen, that seems to be the better way of going. Time of possession. My favorite game I've watched in the last few years was the Colts road win against the Chiefs, where they just basically told them what they're going to do. Just ran it right at them. Controlled the time of possession. Kept their defense fresh. Just a smart way of going.
You're talking about the Colts?
Colts at Chiefs Sunday nighter.
That game was great.
Fantastic. The Raiders did have a game like that against the Broncos about 4 years ago, and it was very good. And it was a good Broncos defense, and they just got ran on.
Yeah. That was a good old-fashioned Dylan Toddfield monkey spanker.
It was. All right, let's get after it, Chargers D. Third and short for the Chargers, up 7-6. Sorry, for the Chiefs, up 7-6. Someone's hurt here, too. And that is Damian Williams.
That's not good. I think he just got the wind knocked out of him.
Looks like it, yeah.
Off that forearm shiver, as they like to say, in the biz.
Damian Williams hasn't had quite the fantasy season people have projected, but I couldn't believe how well he did last year, to be honest.
He's looked good. Yeah, we were both surprised because the guy bounced around, was never really a serious...
And then he was good out of nowhere. It just shows you who coaching, like what you can glean out of every player. It's late out here tonight. Yeah, definitely, Jackson. I could see that. Have a good evening, sir.
Have a good night, Jackson. Have a Guinness for the fat guy.
Yeah, why not? I don't mind that. I only like having one, though. Lowest calorie beer, did you know that?
Guinness?
Yeah.
Really?
Of all, like, the standard beers, like, obviously, like, Mick Ultra and all those are going to have lower, but, I mean, from a standard beer, it's the lowest calorie. It's insane.
Very, very surprising.
Yeah. And it's lighter, too, like, because that's why you can layer it if you do, like, a black and tan or a Crown Float. So it's just weird, because it feels like a meal if you have a whole one, so... Darrell Williams is able to get a first down here. UDFA from LSU. Yeah, I have a feeling they're going to do well on this. That they really should have ran on 4 times on the, or 3 at least, on that goal line. the Chargers. Gronk does have an announcement tomorrow. I doubt. I'd be really surprised if it's him coming back. I really would be. But if he does, good for him. I wish him success. You know, I've always liked Gronkowski.
Guy probably started his own energy drink.
Probably. What a play, Kelce.
Good catch by Kelce.
He's coming out, calling it. In what way, Dylan? Is he joining Dylan Toddfield's team? Is that what the plan is?
Is he DTF?
Yeah, is he DTF?
Oh.
McCoy with the ball all the way out here.
With Ingram in pursuit.
Yes.
I'm surprised Ingram didn't punch that out.
I don't think he was close enough. Maybe he's taking his talents to South Beach. That's always a plan.
Hey.
That was the most annoying thing, I think, in sports.
What?
The decision.
Yeah, that was brutal. Hey,
you guys. He's making fun of you.
Yeah, it's not hard. Especially for a guy like John Stacey who's got the wit.
Well, see, I'm the size of Sloth, even bigger, but you have the haircut. We need to, and the head. We need to transpose it and become one mega human.
Yeah, chunk us out.
Chunk us out. Why are the Eagles favored over Seattle? I don't think they are.
I think they were.
Oh yeah, they are. They are. Sorry, yeah.
3.5 point favorites at home.
Yeah, that's. I mean, that makes sense to me, but it won't make sense to the rest of people record-wise.
What's the betting percentages?
82-18. This is going to be a nice Eagles bet, I'm thinking.
Yep.
I can't believe it. Makes no sense.
What do you think the line should be, Dylan?
Yes. What do you think the line? What should be the price, Dylan?
Dylan Clark says Vegas wants to trick everyone to bet the Seahawks, and we would agree, especially at 3.5.
Well, it's at
What's it at?
1.5.
Oh, is it 1.5?
3.5 is insane. That's too much. Seahawks -3. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I can get behind that.
Bon Job says the line makers have a hard on for the Eagles, and Dylan Toddfield said Falcons are -4.5 over Bucks. Bucks should be 2-point favorites. It's like a 20% gap, Dylan, between what the books have and what you got. On our old handicapping style play, that would be a 2-unit bet at Tampa Bay +4.5. For you, Dylan, not for us.
Yeah, Dylan, I like the Bucks too against Atlanta. You have a hate on for Atlanta, big time. Don't let that.
Well, the Falcons absolutely mopped the floor at the Metrodome.
The Superdome.
Thanks. The Metrodome.
Oh,
At
jeez.
the Mercedes-Benz Superdome.
When is the pain gonna stop?
I don't know, in about 8 hours.
Yeah.
I don't know what your timeline is.
Listen,
Ed.
man.
Oh, who's the official? Is Peyton and Tom Brady performing at halftime? The
I
Blues
hope
Brothers?
I actually can't think of two guys at less. You know what else I can't believe? I'm gonna pause my thought for this. Everyone wants to know, Dylan. DTF, you're famous on this channel. Saints should be 14.5. Okay. Well, then you got value on the Saints. Take them like you always do. I like that you're thinking about numbers, though, Dylan. That I like. That's at least a win for me. It's a win for me is you're thinking about prices. Okay, Dylan. So then if the Saints were 17.5-point favorites over the Panthers, would you take the Panthers? No, it's crickets here. I guess that's a tough one. That hit hard, eh? No. Yes, I would take the Panthers. Okay, that's all I wanted. That's a win for me. If the price is right, you'll take anybody. That's what I want. I also have another question for you, Dylan. Oh, here we go. What a play to Kelce. No.
He only gets 1 foot down.
Not in. Wow, they're going to have to settle for a field goal. Sorry. With a bet, he meant. Yes. So Dylan, what chess rating are you?
Yes, I would take the Panthers.
Yeah. Fucking John Stacey's hilarious, man. How can you be funny from a small town? I guess you have to be funny if you're from a small area.
Josh Piper says Saints money line Panthers plus 17.5.
What chess rating are you, Dylan? I want to know. I'm a 1670. Okay, I'm letting you know right now. Full disclosure.
Patriots are 6-point favorites against the Cowboys. What a joke. Cowboys are the better team. Butker with the field goal.
You're a 2170?
He's a national master at USCF.
Do you have any idea how good 2170 is?
I want to hear Dylan talk trash during a chess game.
Dude, 2170 is for real, dude. You're a national master, are you actually?
Well, Dylan's got a...
What?
You don't get pictures like this on the internet without being...
Nah, man, 2170 is for real. I respect that game. It's not USCF. You were over 2200? Are you serious, dude? I don't know. I'm impressed now. I play chess every day, Dylan. I have more success playing poker, but I started doing it because my dad's getting older, so I want him to keep his brain a little mossy. So, yeah, that's... I didn't know you're that good. That's crazy good. And I get a chess lesson usually every Tuesday, and the guy who teaches me is about a 2,000, so... Yeah, that's crazy, dude.
Josh is down 2170 for the year. I'm glad he's still laughing.
Yeah, well, that's all you can do.
Dylan's
going to get mad about it? It's not going to change anything.
Dylan asked if you play in the FIDE tournaments.
Oh, it's FIDE. No. I play locally. Like I'm not good. Like I'm about a 1680. That's crazy, Dylan. Wow, that's impressive, man. Sorry, you don't understand. Like that's a very, very, very strong rating.
Here's his.
So, are you a FIDE master then, Dylan? That is so awesome. I'm very impressed, man.
I guess the question is, how did you get so good at chess?
He had to start young. Stream a game online, y'all. I'll play a loser. You guys don't have any idea how bad I'm going to get smoked here. I'm like worried. Holy. Dylan, do you have Lee chess? FIDE Master is bigger. Oh, it is? I thought it was lower. Dude, that's crazy. You don't know, like that's big time. Woo! I'm impressed.
I'm more excited that his name is Dutch Opening 186.
Dutch Opening, yeah. What's his rating on chess.com? Do you actually play the Dutch, Dylan? Do you play the Dutch Opening, or is this some sort of like gay innuendo? That was years ago, yeah. I used to. Dutch is. I like King's Indian. I don't. We should. This probably isn't the place for having this discussion. But
Well, in May 2018, for age 16, regardless of country residence or federation, he was 96th.
he was 96th in the world. Dylan was.
For that age.
Okay, 10-6. Chargers driving. They're gonna use a timeout here. I can't. I'm so impressed. Holy, I'm looking at it right now, Dylan. Wow. National Master. That's unbelievable. I thought you were just like, I don't know. I didn't think you'd be that good. Wow. Yeah, that makes sense for the line coming down, Dylan Clark. Whew. All right, here. 2nd and 1. Chargers ball. Posing 31-yard line. Down 10-6. 40 seconds left. Had to do an update there after all that chess talk. Whoa, what a leap.
Matthew came down hard there.
He should play me. Yeah, I want to know because Vono, I was going to say, you're the other one that's good.
Zit's
You said you're
famous
pretty
too.
good.
Zit's got a claim to fame. That is a claim to fame to me. Speedrunning? Is it speedrunning Doom?
Yes.
Eric's agreeing with Item, saying that the Chargers should have ran the ball more in the first
Yeah,
half.
absolutely. We should set up a chess tournament. That'd be fun. I'm on Lee chess, so
That's way different than when you and I had that chest tournament.
jeez, always. I was just doing some Doom during the stream. Absolutely. Great job to knock that ball up, Keenan Allen, because that was an easy interception. Wow, man. Failed on map 12. Yeah, but you're like a world record holder or something, is it, Vono? Tournament history. I'm looking. Boca Raton, October. Ooh, you gained a point in your rating.
He's in the top 2% for overall ranking, and he's in the top 0.5% for junior rankings.
Yeah. He was at 22.10. That's crazy how good that is. 22.11.
National Master, Candidate Master, norms based.
What is he? Why would you even throw that, Rivers? Oh, man. Chess is rough. Eventually face your ceiling. Yeah. Absolutely. Unless you're Magnus Carlsen, yeah.
Mickey's calling for the Chargers to have this up.
Yeah, I think they will.
John Stacy can play the winner of the winner.
I'm going to get smoked. We could do a 4-way tournament.
Eric said chess is tough to eventually face your ceiling.
Here we go. This is still a makeable field goal. You don't want to take a sack, though. We got a flag here. Chargers have... Ugh. Dylan, you have like a 98% chance of beating me in a chess match. I'm being honest. I'm not all that, but I got a lot of canteen during my stay in C block. Maybe that's why John Stacey's funny. That's how he protected protected himself from sleeping on his tum tum. And there is a 100% chance of you taking the Panthers. Yes, there is. You would have to blunder so bad for me to lose, for you to lose to me.
They got to get this ball spiked, which we're going to see if they do. Oh.
They got it off. So now we got a Badgley field goal.
How many steps do you think he takes into this one?
Cole quit.
Cole quit was excited by that kick.
Phil Rivers, yeah, the last two games have looked very poor from him. Very poor, this one included. I don't know, something's not making me feeling good about this one either. That looks good. Yeah, all right. Chargers down by 1. 10-9 going into halftime. I think we might have to set up a chess tournament between the viewers.
Why? It should just be you heads up versus DTF.
Dylan, you don't understand how unfair that is.
Yeah, so
it'd be like you fighting me in a real fight.
He has to pick football games against you every week, and he puts his name on the line.
Yeah.
You could stand to lose a couple chess games.
I'm not confident, though. That's the difference. It would be like me having a fist fight with you. That's what it would be like. It would not work out.
You have a chance against Dylan.
I don't. Like less than 1% probably. I can't believe how good this guy is.
Yeah.
He's like high level. Yeah.
Yeah. It's because he has. I feel like if he has to play an online game though, he doesn't have that in-game distraction.
Oh yes.
Like he doesn't.
My handsomeness. Yeah.
He doesn't have those BJ lips slapping together as he's making his read.
Yeah.
You know, A1, B7.
Chargers don't score many touchdowns in the first half. Well, they haven't. Rivers is still better than probably half the other starting quarterbacks. That's probably true. Sleeping on your tum won't kill you, fat guy. Oh, I can play a little Hearts, Mickey. I don't mind doing that. I'll play anybody at Hearts. That's for sure. Yeah. I have good memory, so that game I always did well at.
If anybody wants to play WrestleMania 2000 on N64, I might have a chance.
Big Rye's video game of choice are all wrestling games. Good luck on that. He's unbelievable.
It'd be NHL. NHL's pretty.
I don't know if you're better at NHL though.
I'm way better at NHL than WrestleMania.
Dude, you take us all. Dude, if we do WCW NWO Revenge, Royal Rumble, you'd eliminate 90% of the people.
Yeah, but you guys never played NHL against me.
Yeah, that's true.
I've only trained 4 or 5 hours a night for 6-7 years.
6-7 years, I guess so.
Hearts is fun. I like Hearts too.
I like Hearts too. That's a good one.
I like Buckby too.
10-9 here. Why? I hate Adam Schefter. Why is he here? I bet you he's standing on something too. He's shorter than you, Big Rye.
Adam Schefter's a Russian wife and some blonde hair away from becoming president.
Yeah. No, so Jack of Diamonds in addition to the Queen of Spades, rather. Oh, I'd be down with that. That would change it a little bit on how you pass too. So you'd want low diamonds then a lot. It would make low diamonds a premium.
Lindsay Lohan can't swim a stroke, but she sure knows every dive in town.
Oh, deduct 10 points. Oh, okay. So you want high diamonds then? Oh, that's interesting. I think I could pick that up pretty quick there. I mean, a big part of my income is playing Hold'em in Omaha. Omaha is I'm better at, but Hold'em I've probably played 3.5 million hands of. So people that play Hold'em and Omaha Live are unbelievably atrocious. You guys would be shocked at how bad they are. Wow. Did you see a report on Tua Tagovailoa? I can't even say his name. On Tua, let's put it. Arriba El America. Hello.
What's going on, Max D? How you doing tonight? In Standard Hearts, diamonds are kind of like Switzerland.
Yeah, I would say that they are. Clubs are the same too. They're less combative. I think with the if you added that Jack of Diamonds thing, it'd be difficult. It'd be harder to shoot the moon, I think, because people are more likely to keep higher diamonds. Plus 4.5 if Cap gets signed this year. Is that what it is? So plus 350 on American odds. I like no. If I wouldn't mind laying minus 500 of them not doing it. This is a weird thing though. There's no sample of any of this type of thing.
I think that's just a no bet. You have to be careful with clubs because 2 of clubs leads.
Two of clubs leads, yeah, absolutely. It's a very lunch pail game, Hearts, too. Hello, tomorrow is my birthday. Well, happy birthday, Chupa PS 3000.
Chupa PS 3000, happy birthday to you.
What are you trying out to get yourself on Cameo.com, Big Rye?
Yeah. What up, Chupas? Like, I know you like your birthdays like I like my birthdays, and that's hot and sweaty. So have a good one from the 3000 to the 2019 birthday times, Chupa.
All right, I'm really going to get this bag after this one.
Do it. You don't see me trying to stop it. That blue background makes me think about water.
I actually want a water now. Isn't there supposed to be some sort of performance or something?
Hold your horses here. It's coming.
Yeah, good. I'm holding my breath. That's what I want.
Who's performing tonight?
Yeah, anyone know or care?
DT's probably going to sample it and put a video out later.
I don't blame him.
The parties, or less commonly known as the gay parties after these chess competitions, are just insane. A lot of ass cramming. Whoever thought that chess and masturbation would go hand in hand? I could say anything right now.
You could. Sneak peek this thumbnail at half. Is that extra?
I hope you put your kids to bed early again.
Can we not go with the thumbnail for the video this evening?
We'll see. Maybe I'll throw the thumbnail together right now. We can take votes on things to do.
Yes, let's do. Okay, what do you guys want to see in the thumbnail? Yes, I like that.
What's up, Tumadri? How you doing tonight? Welcome to the stream.
How are we doing?
Mason Rudolph. All right.
I think that's a good one. Hitting on the head meme. I think that's not bad. What about Mason Rudolph as a figure skater like John Stacey had? Like we put like I can't even think of Kurt Browning. Is that a figure skater? Put Jamarcus Russell on the thumbnail. I don't mind that. Kurt Browning. Let me see if I'm right. It is. It is. Kurt Browning is a guy.
Ugh.
He doesn't have very many sequined outfits here, though. I think Mason Rudolph is the way to go. I think he's a Nancy-looking guy. Are y'all Star Wars fans? You catch those Mandalorian episodes? I was when I was a kid. I haven't watched it in forever. I didn't even see the last one, to be honest. I heard a lot of negative stuff. So Big Rye is that's out of his purview, as James Comey would say.
Yeah, it's definitely out of my purview, guys. Sorry, Dylan. Your time's over.
They aren't, but I am Dylan. I love the show so far.
It's going to be week 12. I'm still going to leave this in.
Yeah, obviously. Hey, what is your prognosis for the match? Greetings from LA. The under is looking good. I can tell you that much. We have the Chargers, but I'm not confident. Let's put it that way. Really not confident.
Right there seems good.
Maradona, Silacum. You talking about Diego? Diego, I like to party, Maradona. They have Boomer on right now. I don't mind it. I really don't. Change the helmet to a Big Rye and the Fat Guy butterfly tat. That was actually a nice cutout there, Big Rye.
Not bad, huh?
I'm impressed with that one.
What other requests do we have?
Jamarcus Russell and a Big Rye and the Fat Guy butterfly tat. That's easy. Just type in butterfly tat. Here, I'll look it up. look at this.
Yeah, send it whatever you want to me.
Yeah, I'll send it in Google. Rogue One was really good. Yeah, I never saw it. clearly, but you guys are talking amongst yourselves because we can't add much to that conversation. Jeez. Oh, Jamarcus Russell, nice. He's shorter than I would have thought.
This is the one you want?
Yeah. Cut it out and then put like our logo somewhere like on top of it. Put Baby Yoda on thumbnail. We're getting full now though.
Oh, we'll throw him in. Thanks for picking an easy one.
You're actually doing a good job though.
Sure.
What am I supposed to say? You're doing terrible. Put the logo like just on the center of the back.
Smaller?
No, that'll do. That's about what it would be like when Dylan loses and has to get that tattooed on his back. Oh, you guys will like this. My mom texted me and said, please don't shave your head. Clearly my mom was watching the stream. Crazy. Probably is now. Hi, Mom.
Baby Yoda was a request.
Yeah, you guys are a part of the creative process now. I like it. I like how it's just a hodgepodge of stuff.
This is something we take very serious, guys.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, we sure do.
Let's go pick up this guy.
Put the other layer in front.
Hit us with a little more fire, guys. What else you got?
Do you need a hug? How far back would you have to go to get Baby Yoda? Like the start of the galaxy?
I want to see his parents. That's what I want to see.
He wants the butterfly over the helmet. Because, it's foreshadowing.
Okay.
I can understand why he would want that. $900 years? Yeah. It's an old guy. Epstein mugshot. That one, I don't even know if you can... there's a lot of censorship on YouTube. That I would actually be worried about that.
Right here?
No, the helmet he's grabbing. Because he's grabbing a helmet. You know what I mean? So you got to put Yoda in the background somewhere. Yes. Yes. That baby on screen is 50 years old. Yikes.
Like that?
Sure, that'll work.
Okay, we need one more thing.
This is so weird. What a collage of randomness.
Darth Maul's
Darth
head.
Maul, sure. We're going Star Wars this week. I'm cool with that. Is Darth Maul in any of the new stuff? He was always hated. I remember seeing that movie when I was a kid, though, and I didn't think it was that bad. Even though I understand now. Dylan, it would be the worst Star Wars channel considering we know so little about it. You go, Chiefs are starting with the ball here at their own 25. 10-9, the Chiefs are up, start of third quarter. There's got to be a holding or something. You guys ever see the Red Letter Media review of Star Wars? It's hilarious. I love Red Letter Media. I couldn't promote that channel anymore.
Yeah, the stuff on there is so funny.
So funny.
Oh, it's just hilarious. Just a little bit of a mismatch.
Well, he sold it pretty good there.
Oh, there we go.
We went with Illuminati last week, John. So yeah, I don't know. That's more my style, though, the Illuminati, that's for sure. Here we go. Oh, nice play. Oh, he dropped, fumbled. Nice. Go. Go. Nice job. King with a return. There's a flag, though. Oh. Oh. I don't know what this flag means. Oh! Oh, they're calling it holding Chargers. Oh, please. Hands to the face against Melvin Ingram. And then he's going and consoling with Chris Jones. What happened to rivalries and hating them? Oh, please. Please. Oh, you did get him. Never mind. That's like clear as day. Never mind. I thought I saw it at a wrong angle. Oh, that sucks. And that has nothing to do with that play either. That's the other part. There's literally nothing to do with that play. That sucks. The Chargers could have put this game to bed a long time ago, and they deserve to lose playing like this. I would like to shoehorn an Epstein didn't do it. Didn't kill himself in there, but I mean, you can't. They don't allow that.
I don't like going against my political views.
Here we go, 2nd and 10. Oh, that sucks. So I'm just annoyed. It's going to be 3rd and short here. 3rd and 2 it looks like for the Chiefs. I remember when Melvin Ingram couldn't get on the field. Yes, AFC North is, Dylan. I mean, point in case, look at the Browns Steelers. It's just dead though. I miss the old rivalries. Hockey, I feel like, still carries that resentment though. I'm not even a big hockey fan, and look. What a run by Mahomes. The Chiefs Mexican wrestling mask was awesome, by the way. In hockey, they let the players fight. Yeah, that's true. It's not like they used to, but yeah, it still happens. I don't know. Have you seen a fight this year in hockey? I don't remember.
Fights still.
Yeah.
They're just less common than they used to be. There's an excellent website that keeps track of all the hockey fights and rates how good or how bad the fight is. You could say 10-star entertainment value is what they rate it on.
What a play by Sammy Watkins. Unreal. Oh, 10-star. Yeah. Yeah. Big Rye likes internet fights.
Yeah, that's the trick to the ratings is they're all average. People don't realize that.
I went to a fight one time and a hockey match broke out. Yeah. Old-timey joke. It used to be like that. I like a good goalie fight when that happens. It's so rare.
I still love that Dan Cloutier clip of him just beating down on some goalie.
Is it Osgood?
No. Osgood had some fights, though.
Osgood was tough, I thought.
Ron Hextall was tough.
Ron Hextall was tough, yeah. Well, him and, Olaf Kolzig had a couple fights, and he won them because he was huge. So Ronnie Hextall is huge, too.
Did they do any reports of some of the injuries coming into the second half?
No, I think Tyreek Hill's out.
Oh, my goodness.
My goodness.
Pretty lucky.
It's just I can't capitalize on that one. McCoy is just waiting to fumble all the time. I don't think they realize how, oh, man. Coyotes Flames last weekend, had the goalies get into it? Yes, I would have wished to have seen that. The wise elbows of Gordie Howe, yeah, big elbow pads. The guy played, 5 decades in the NHL?
Played a long time.
What a badass. I was. Didn't happen. These things happen.
That doesn't sound like something you'd say.
And yeah, I'm sure it doesn't. I keep it as watered down as I can on the. They heard my regular foul mouth. It wouldn't be allowed on YouTube. I have good restaurant voice, though.
Totally.
What a run by Darrell Williams.
Touchdown. Chief.
Nice egg corn, pal. Just lost fantasy. Yeah, that sounds about right. How'd you do in fantasy, Big Rye?
I've won the one. I'm probably going to lose this one because Damian Williams is out.
Did you start him in the other one? He won in the Mac Money League, right?
Yeah, that one's done.
Yeah, I won barely too, which is good though. I've pretty much locked up the playoffs, which is nice. I should though come first or second though.
I'm going up against McCoy and Mahomes, and I have Williams and Kelce, so it hasn't been good. John Stacey was going up against Darrell Williams, so it was a tough blow.
That's a long reach play, eh? Whoever's playing Darrell Williams, well, if it works, it works. Can't argue results, right, guys?
I couldn't believe Fat Guy took the Texans last week, but the world is crazy nowadays. Pizza gets to your house faster than the police.
It does, and that's true. Yeah, well, I don't think it's that crazy that I took the football team you didn't want. And I'm going to be doing that again this week. I'm sure you know that.
I take that as Dylan thinks you were right in the other 15 games.
Oh. Here's the thing. You know why I want to take the Texans, Dylan? So you can catch me in the contest. Because if I take the ones you want, I could just do that as a meta strategy to stop Dylan from catching me. Just take the Saints, lay points, big time here and there. I just saw an paramedics can get there pretty quick. Yeah. The paramedics and firemen are. Oh, if you guys are. There's a video of a Croatian fireman during one of the Croatian World Cup games, and even though that those are probably the biggest sporting events in their lives, they all are out there. I think it's 35 seconds. They're out of the firehouse, dressed and ready. This is pretty impressive. It's a viral video on YouTube.
Last weekend I went to the fire hall for the orgy, and it lasted 3 minutes. Every guy finished so fast. It's disgusting. I was there for a good time.
Fat Guy has been a better record than me, but I think every week so far I've been winning the picks of the week, except for the Bills Eagles. Yes.
And that's more important, Dylan. That's where the money's laid.
I don't know. I'm happy with having a better winning record. I'll take that.
To each their own. Do you know what you call multiple mariachi bands playing together?
What's that?
Mariachos.
Mariachos?
Yeah.
I'm sure that's correct.
That's where I'll end that.
Eagles are a bit of the road warriors. They've won big games in Green Bay and in Buffalo. I want to inject the Croatian team's theme music into my veins. I don't recall it, but Croatia made me a few bucks in the World Cup. I was very happy with them. And you call those Mariotas, yeah. Croatia's an impressive country when it comes to sports. Look at their rowing. They have a crazy the Four Skulls rowing team, and it's such a small country. I think it's 7 million people.
Yeah.
The World Cup, they've come in third and second. That's insane.
One of the best players in the world.
Couple of them. All right, let's see if we can get a cover here from the Chargers.
Also, country-wise per capita, the most porn stars.
I'm sure that's correct.
Well, you seem pretty confident.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, look it up.
I don't know. I think I'm good. Wow, that was like trying to get a false start to happen. That was interesting. I thought that was a penalty to point, like everyone to jump and point. God, this is not looking good for the Chargers now. They really could have won this game, and they're down 17-9 here.
There's still lots of game to go.
Yeah, there's lots of game. I don't know. My feeling on it isn't good. But I didn't bet on feelings, but can't change how you feel, I guess. It is incomplete and dropped. Don't do any more picks of the week. I kind of have to now. It was asked for, and I stuck with it. I'm 2-3. Maybe I can round out and I can beat 500. I'd be happy with that. Well, the picks of the weeks are ones that you don't like, too, particularly. They're usually some weird, bad team dog. What's yours, Dylan Todd Field? Pick of the week. Pick of the week. Man, this field looks terrible. So many divots in it. Lock of the week. Every lock there is a key. But lock, yes. Proverbial lock.
Mickey thinks the Chargers are toast.
I think it's a flag against the Chargers again, too. They need to revitalize. Saints minus 5.5 versus Panthers. All right.
Well, his pick of the week is Cowboys, but his lock of the week is Saints.
What's different about the two? What are you more confident in? More confidence in the Cowboys? Okay, so you have the most confidence in the Cowboys plus 6. Green Bay versus SF 5-star. Yeah, I would say so. It's 5-star entertainment, right, Big Rye? Or...
From an entertainment perspective, it depends if that game's in Green Bay or not.
Oh, my goodness.
In Green Bay, that's an easy 5-star game. But in San Fran, the fans are a little bit light, let's say. Not exactly football guys going to that game. A lot of tech guys. And you know what they say about tech guys in football entertainment, right?
I'll hear your picks later. Make another crazy bet like I always do. I wanna make a wager with you now. That Thanksgiving Atlanta one.
Well, we already have Fat Guy's going to shave his head or beard. And Dylan Toddfield, if he accepts, is going to get a tramp stamp, Big Ryan the Fat Guy butterfly tattoo logo. If the Saints don't cover 17.5 against the Falcons.
By the way, Big Ryan, your excessive use of 5 stars got you more dislikes than usual.
That's okay.
Pot shots.
I could care less.
Big Ryan's going to be Big Ryan no matter what. It's part of dealing with him.
Bringo. Jimmy Wang. Niners win. Devontae Adams gets 100-plus yards, no touchdowns. Jamal Williams, most rushing yards, 4-plus turnovers in the game. John Stacey doesn't even think the Saints are going to score 17.5 points that game.
Interesting. This Dylan Clark, you're really calling your shot with all that. I hope that comes true for you, but that's tough.
Jimmy, what do you mean by go 4-15?
All right, finally, the game's back. Jeez.
San Fran, thank you. The 415.
Oh, right.
The Bay Area. Dylan Clark, NBC Predictor app. Let's win some money.
Oh, there's a flag now. Please don't be against the Chargers. I think it will.
Nice. They can't.
Pass was tipped. No flag. Fantastic. 2nd and 10 here. See if the Chargers can bail out their offense again.
Such a weird rule. Like, just because a pass gets tipped, it's all of a sudden there's no chance.
I don't mind it. I mean, because in the tip drill, it makes sense to me. Eh? I like the ones where they just crush a guy when they're trying to... Oh, how does he make 3 guys miss, man? How? Oh. Travis Kelce with a first down here, keeping the Chiefs alive, up 17-9 with 7:58 left in the third quarter.
Did you see him making his fingers wet for the celebration? That was a weird celebration.
Thomas Davis should know. Just drive through, man. Don't slow down. You've been doing this for too long. Kelce, 3 years in a row with over 1,000 yards. This will be his 4th year if he's able to pull it off this year. He's at 798 currently. Dylan's giving his power rankings. Ravens, Saints, Niners, Cowboys, Seahawks. Ominously leaving out the Patriots. I think this will be my first non-winning week of the year. Yeah, it's trending in that direction here. Do need a turnover.
What's going on, Apurva? How you doing tonight? We're just watching the game, relaxing.
Oh, we're good? Yeah. I'm actually pretty energized. I've had a really good sleep. Another penalty. Holding defense. Yep. Perfect.
Ooh. Yeah, Dylan's leaving the Patriots out of his top 5.
Be tough for me to do that.
Josh Piper thinks the Cowboys aren't even a top 10 team.
They're very polarizing, as usual, the Cowboys. Taking a liking to the tummy sleep fat guy. Absolutely. Absolutely. I've been a tummy sleeper my whole life, actually, John Stacey. Sometimes not by choice, though. As I'm sure you know, being from cell block C. What speed from Hardman? Wow. There's a lot of Colin Coward has a lot of fans that put stock into what he says. It's very interesting. I had any idea about fading him. I wonder how he would do gambling wise. They'll fall short like I always do in the 21st century. Yeah, it's a possibility. Actually, after 2000, have the Cowboys been to a conference game final?
Don't know.
I don't think so. People were laughing, yeah. As long as they have a clapper at coach ain't going nowhere. That seems to be the sentiment of many.
I love when Josh calls him the clapper.
Should be a touchdown here. And it is Kelce. Wow. Oh, he's doing his best
Matador
dance, yeah.
The Kelce touchdown's good for me in fantasy, but bad for me because of Mahomes.
I'm a believer in the Cowboys. They have the third best roster in the league behind the Vikings and Saints. It's fair to say. Man, that grass looks terrible.
Yeah. Ooh.
Tyreek Hill has a nose ring. I don't know how I feel about that. I do know how I feel about that. Not a fan. Guys and cosmetic stuff, I don't know. And the worst coach. I don't know if he's the worst. He's not good, though. I'm not a big fan of Ginger Boy either. Don't worry. Well, Items buddies are all going to cash tickets here.
Yeah, so far so good. I'll let you read that one.
You don't like nose rings, but do you mind girl panties? I don't mind laying down with a lady, Dylan. I got to be honest. Casey gave open favorite tonight. Yeah. Fade the Packers on that power ranking. I could see that. And the Cowboys lost to the Saints and the Vikings. They did. They did.
Yeah, Purva, shoot. Let's hear what they are. Is McCaffrey first for rushing yards right now?
He would have to. He all purpose or yards for sure. Rushing yards, I would believe so.
Lamar Jackson MVP. Nick Bosa to be the defensive rookie of the year. Dylan has the Saints Ravens making it to the Super Bowl. John Stacey, which 1-7 team did Green Bay get blown out by again? It's got to be the Falcons. Was it the Falcons? Second is Dalvin Cook, but McCaffrey has played a game less than Cook. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Cincinnati Bengals to have the worst win record at the end of the season. Are you thinking about making all of these now?
Cincinnati is likely. I mean, you could make an argument for the Redskins too.
Chubb's up there too for rushing yards.
Colts Niners Super Bowl. That's a bold prediction. They're playing La Bamba. Holy. Richie Valens. GB got blown out by Chargers. Yeah, that happens, though. I watch too much Pat McAfee. I can see that. It has to be either Bengal. Well, it doesn't have to be, but it's most likely. Oh, you can? Well, I guess technically Miami could too, right? Because don't forget the Redskins have the tiebreaker against Miami. Their flag coming out here. Geez, so much referee intervention. Defensive pass interference on 20. Morris Claiborne, former first round pick, 7th overall by the Dallas Cowboys. Yeah, I know. I'm just giving you an example, right? Rivers does look like he's throwing shot put. And Josh Piper is a good question. You sure you don't want Bridgewater number 2 on that list? Absolutely, yeah. Eckler's pulling up a little lame, and he's like half jogging to the sideline here. 24-9. This is not looking good for a Chargers cover. There's a wobbler. Oh, and a dropped interception by Tyrann Mathieu. Ooh. And he took that really casual, it looked like. He could. They're still human beings. Mistakes are going to be made. Did he ever take that casually, though? Did he ever take that casually? I don't know what Rivers is complaining about. Like, what are you complaining about? You threw that pass. Exactly. It's a mental mistake, I would call it. What a catch. Keenan Allen. I don't know why Keenan Allen's jawing, though. You're losing, and your team's 4-6. Figure your life out, man. I hated that, playing sports as a kid growing up. If I was ever losing and then someone on our team's doing stuff like that, I'm like, hey, man, we're the problem, right? Figure it out. I didn't even like trash talking when I was winning. When you don't trash talk, I think it sends a better message, and you're just stoic.
That Keenan Allen catch was awesome.
It was awesome, though. I'll give you that. Nice 1 yard gain from. Let's see if the over on 79.5 is close to hitting. on Gordon because it kind of slowed down a little bit.
He's at 66 yards right now.
Yeah.
That's the thing with pace. Like, pace doesn't always hit.
Yeah, it was a good start, though. Eckler's at 95 receiving yards.
It's been that kind of game. It's been a lot of dink and dunking to
Absolutely.
him, screens to him.
2nd and 9 at their own 37. Down 24-9. Rivers. It's a flag, though, to Eckler. It almost looked like offensive passing interference. We're going to see where this call comes from. Rivers wants a call on every play, man. You got to stop yelling, dude. This isn't a grave injustice, you losing this game.
This is how Rivers treats every game, though.
He does treat every game that way. Defensive pass interference. But, I mean, I don't know. I just think it's just lame. So it's going to be on Daniel Sorensen. That's a really good matchup, I think. Sorensen versus Austin Eckler.
Sorensen versus anybody.
That is... I mean, he grabbed his
terrible.
arm, but
That's weak.
it's lame. By rule, I guess. But, I mean, they don't... There's some things they let go. It's just not a consistent rule call. So 1st and goal at the 10, down 24-9, the Chargers. If they want to get close to covering, they're gonna have to punch a touchdown in here.
Rivers is
Single back formation. Keenan Allen in motion. Melvin Gordon. Ooh, about a 4-yard gain if you give them forward progress, which they will.
Rivers connects every sperm he ever released, so his logic is the same with the football.
Yeah, yeah, I would say that it is. You know, he's got like 10 kids and he's had sex 11 times. Yeah, I can see that. Rivers is the whiniest player, absolutely.
He never saw pussy.
Brady's pretty whiny, I gotta be honest. Not as bad, but Brady's pretty whiny.
No, Rivers is way worse.
I'm agreeing. But there has to be a foil to this. 0-2 in the red zone as far as touchdowns go. The Chargers are going to get another attempt here. It's 2nd and goal from about the 7. Sound like Dr. Steve Brule. That's offside on the Chiefs. Won't matter. Touchdown. Keenan Allen. And then he's going to salsa dance or whatever that is. 14 kids.
Rivers has 14 kids. Jeez.
It's more than Antonio Cromartie.
I don't know. We haven't checked lately.
Oh, I think it's 9. Doesn't matter.
And cheaper by the dozen plus 2. Yeah, Purvis says it's more impressive because it's from one wife.
They have 9 children. That's insane.
Check Cromartie's stats.
Cromartie has more than that. He doesn't. Cromartie has, I think, 12.
We're getting a 2-point attempt here. Down 9.
He has 10. He says he has 10 here, but I remember there was... he had more than that at one. They say that.
The Chiefs just look wrong how they're lined up on this play.
Look at yes. Okay, good. We're back in it. Cromartie has 14 children in total, with they say 11 different women, but it's unconfirmed. 14 kids from Tallahassee, Florida.
How many kids do you think you have?
Me, if I were to guess, I'm gonna say 1. That would be my guess. I probably have a kid in Boston. That would be my guess. That one felt like that one went through. I wish I was joking. I actually do think I have a kid in Boston.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Could you imagine a guy that looks like you with a Boston accent?
No, it'd be horrible.
You'd be Matt
You should have seen
Patricia.
you know what happened? it was at the bar, and she was easily the best looking person in the bar, but she had a Boston accent, so it was like it was brutal. And
so
then,
she was wicked retarded.
and then I started talking to them because they're from Boston. I'm like, I could easily name 40 Patriots, and this was back in the day, and I did, and that was it for her, so that worked.
Nice, good standards.
I think I closed with Tully Bantakane. It was an odd one. That was a long time ago. You'd think you'd have learned after having 3 different kids with 3 different wives. I would think so. Rivers' wife needs to read up on load management. You could tell when it goes through. I always thought I could. That's the only one.
You rather have 9 brothers and sisters or 9 dads?
Oh, God. How can you have 9 dads? What is this, twins? I know which one you are, Danny DeVito. I hope that tweet you sent me about Danny DeVito was actual.
What was it again?
Someone having a correlation between eating meat and having a big dong.
No wonder I'm a fruit and vegetable kind of guy. Jake Jacobs wants a dad.
Dad? I want to make a bet now. I have to go vegan for like a year. That'd be hilarious.
I'd eat meat every stream.
I know you would, and you'd tempt me.
No, but like I'd eat food meat.
What?
Never mind.
Oh, jeez. I'd rather have 9
Josh would
points. I
rather
love
have
Josh
9
Piper. That's
points.
great. Hey, we're only down 7 charges. Let's see if we can get a stop on defense. Maybe that's a revival. Who knows?
You think Booger McFarlane could even hold a football?
Could Booger McFarlane hold a football? I don't know. It depends the angle.
Sorry, with one hand.
I don't know.
Or do you think he has like some super grip?
I always felt weak because I couldn't palm a football like a gorilla or a basketball. I always felt like inferior.
Yeah,
See, I
it's
should, but I got these girl hands.
definitely tied to masculinity.
It is. It totally is. Having girl
Totally,
hands.
100%.
Yeah. You're the least masculine guy I know. You have the smallest hands. There you go. Results-based correlation.
Well, it's true.
24-17, a minute 20 and counting left for the Chiefs with the ball, 2nd and 4 from the 31-yard line.
It's a good thing Andy Reid's good with time management, so there's no way they're going to blow this.
Another reception from Kelce. They're doing just fine without Hill and Damian Williams.
Ooh.
Here we go. 1st and 10 now for the Chiefs, up 24-17. 37-yard line. Inside run by Darrell Williams. Good ball protection. Damian Williams is out. Apurva, yeah.
Did they announce that in the game?
Like
Like he hasn't come back out since his
have.
injury.
They have, but like it wasn't firm. It didn't say he was out. It's questionable return, I think.
Just a reminder, guys, this game is in Mexico.
Oh, no.
There's going to be an interesting wrinkle to the video tonight. But I don't want to give too much away. Oh, that's
so
great.
it's a wash then, I guess. It depends if you're up or not.
Yeah, it seems like they're both out. Video is going to come out in a couple hours, so you'll see.
Yeah, we've been trying to do quickest turnarounds as possible, so we've made things a little bit more streamlined. Big Ryan in particular.
Yeah, Damian Williams is out. He's got a rib injury.
Was there an 8 a.m. release to last week's vid? I think so, or was it 9 Eastern? Big Ryan?
It was 6 a.m. Pacific time, 9 a.m. Eastern time. I tried to put the video out around 11:30 p.m., but it took forever for YouTube to complete the publish. Oh, perfect. Mickey Hill's got
No,
a
don't
new
tell us.
handle.
Don't tell us, please. I need it. I don't just save it. Please do it, but save it. Oh, I love it. I love it. This the name contest is becoming a thing now. I like it.
Yeah.
So John Stacy started that, so we'll thank him. Third and 7 now. There's just a few seconds into the fourth quarter. This is a key stop we're going to need. Y'all doing Thursday night football? Yes. I'm available.
Awesome.
I am available. I'll be in. You won your coin flip. I did it on Thursday last week too. I will be here on Thursday. Big Ryan, you have stuff to do? No, you don't.
I'll be here.
Third and 7. Only rushing 3, though. They better bring Ingram. Yeah, he's coming. Spin. Bosa and Ingram there. Yes. Yes. The stop. They got to stop. They got to stop.
Kind of weird. Like Wiley gets beat and then he just looks for a guy in front of him, even though there's no one else rushing.
Like as if that's not enough. You know what I mean? Like Ingram's not going to get it done. Here we go. Punt block, maybe? Can we get that lucky? No.
I'm not hoping for anything good from a Chargers special teams unit.
King recovered his fumble, though. Thank goodness. I'm sorry. I still feel that way about... There has to be a way better off rushing guys because the fumble percentage just seems high. That's all.
Jake Jacobs calling for the Chargers to run the ball.
Yeah, I'm agreeing.
I think the Chargers can do whatever they want on offense. That's how I feel about this Chiefs defense.
I don't think they're that strong passing the balls they are running.
They're loading up the box here. They're audibling to what looks like a pass.
What a catch. I just feel like these catches are just so unbelievable they've had to. Hunter Henry. Like, it didn't feel like there's a lot of easy ones aside from the 2-pointer.
Pretty
That
impressive
that
catch.
is unreal. That was good coverage by Teron Matthew too. What? Just a nice football play. 5-star entertainment, right, Big Rye? Get those dislikes.
Good catch.
They're in single back formation. Hunter Henry in motion. He's open. You got to spin off this guy. Okay. Rivers can look so good and bad from drive to dive. Yeah, it does feel that way. Second and 6. Oh, you got a wheel route. You got a wheel route to Eckler, too. A lot of drop passes, it feels like, too, by the Chargers. Like on the Tremaine Pope on the screen, Eckler on the screen, and now Gordon on the screen. We're going to need a first down here, boys. Okay. Frank Clark with what looks to be a sack. I don't know if he'll get charged for one. Be good, though, for his stat line and mine for other reasons.
Look at how far the Chiefs have dropped back 2 guys. Wouldn't you want to run a fake if you have 2 guys drop back that far?
I would think
You have a numbers game.
Yeah, I know how numbers work.
That was insane.
You got a hand on the ball there. I was hoping for a Hardman fumble. All right, so the Chiefs are going to get the ball up 7, 24-17. And Chargers got to make another stop if they're going to at least cover. Not far from a cover, just a field goal away. Well, from pushing in the contest, winning outside. Oh, you're gonna put that in?
Yep.
All right. He's 788 rush yards. Lamar Jackson. That's insane. He's gonna blast that over. The over/under was what, 800 and 800 and change?
I don't know what his. I think his over/under was in like the high 600s.
No, it's in the 800s. I can
No, his
remember.
rushing yard total last year was in the 800s.
Yeah, the over/under for this year that was in the 800s. We looked at it before the season started. It was like
being something
850.
different, but I'll trust your memory more than I trust mine.
Here you go. First down for the Chiefs again. Oh, here we go. Need a stop here, boys. Need a stop here. Single back. Another McCoy rush. Why don't they just stop trying to tackle him and just attack the ball? That'd be the best way to beat McCoy. You're going to get a lot of missed tackles, but the fumble opportunity is very high. Ooh, illegal shift. That's good for the Chargers.
There's only 2 4 o'clock games this week. That's so lame.
Offside, free play for the Chiefs. They'll just accept the penalty, I imagine. No, true freshman quarterback from Ole Miss. I want to see this. John Rise Plumlee. That's a great name. That is a great name. Oh, he's just short. He's a smaller guy, but I guess you have to be if you're going to be that quick. Man, that looks like a bad field. I'm going to check them out later after the game. Put it in one of my tabs. Second and short. Second and 4 for the Chiefs here around midfield. Just shy of midfield. Oh, we need the Chargers to get a stop here again. I feel bad for this defense. Darrell Williams. Darrell Williams is running like the opposite of how McCoy does. He runs with full ball security, and McCoy runs with no ball security. I know which side I would prefer if I was a coach, but third and short here. I don't know how you don't just run the ball here, but they could take a shot. I mean, that would be very Chiefs-like. I'll do that part, Big Rye. And I don't know if they got it. I don't know where they're going to spot this ball. And he says first down, this side judge. Melvin Ingram on McCoy. I'm hoping for that magic McCoy fumble. I really am.
Third and 6 for the Chiefs.
Wow, big stop. Big hit by Davis on McCoy. McCoy's slow to get up, and the stop on third down. This is great.
The pressure was just too much from Bosa and Ingram, and they kept throwing to that side.
Colquitt with a punt. They're going to need a nice drive here from the Chargers, but I mean they're getting another chance. Ingram didn't even rush there; he just stood there. I don't get it.
Well, because they're watching for a fake.
But I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Sorry, we've been comprising the video a little bit as we go to try and get it out earlier. So there's a little bit of dead air, but I mean, such is life, I guess. It's a chance we get a cover here from the Chargers, too.
Yeah.
All right. Maybe OT tonight. That'd be good. Be good for a cover for the Chargers if they went to overtime. 45 yards in the second half of the Chargers offense. Joe Tessitore pointing out, which is not exactly what we wanted. Being down, I think, 10-9 going into half. That missed field goal is looking costly right now. It's 3rd and 3 here.
I wouldn't mind seeing 2 run plays from the Chargers here.
Yeah, I agree.
Frank Clark with a huge play. They have Hunter Henry blocking Frank Clark.
I was going to say that it looks a little crowded before the run. That's tough, man. Just the defense is... How many times do you expect them to stop the Chiefs' offense, really? This is tough. Yikes. Big punt. Hardman is very limber on his feet. Holy. Surprised Rivers didn't complain that he should have got more yards on the run. Oh, he just motioned to his jersey. Oh, it's the Richard Jewell movie. There's a commercial for it. I don't really remember this. I was too young, I think. But then I read about the story. It looks really interesting. I think it's a Clint Eastwood movie, too. I'll be seeing that for sure. Chiefs get the ball back up 24-17. This is tough for a Chargers cover. You're really going to need a defensive 3 and out. Just asking a lot from the defense. Yeah. Can't do any more commercials. Holy. It's interesting to see, I just feel like they're so ineffective, television commercials. The Shreddies one worked on me, I'll be honest. And Burger King would work if there was one around here. That was bad on both. On that replay. All right, here we go. Got another run here from Darrell Williams. I think Darrell Williams is a way better way of closing the game out for the Chiefs, considering the ball security. I know I've hyped on it 100 times this evening, but I mean, that's way more important than getting a few extra yards. Playing Still Dre in the stadium in Mexico. Okay.
It's a real South Central LA classic.
45-yard line. 2nd and 7. Mahomes back. Dump off to Darrell Williams again, like I had mentioned. Tough running, too. He popped the corner. I like it. I mean, technically it's leading with the helmet, but I don't care. It's my style. Here, interesting that Andy Reid doesn't have BU written on his play calling sheet. That I hate that now that I think about it. It's on every sheet, like as if everyone was going to see it, and talk about it. It's a very affected thing, if that makes any sense. 3rd and 3, big opportunity for the Chargers. Trying to get him to come offside, not able to. Nice play. Melvin Gordon bats the ball down. That was great because that was denying a first down. 4:40 left, 3 timeouts. Table is set for a Rivers comeback. Actually, I wouldn't mind if Rivers goes for 2 to win the game like they did last year against the Chiefs. Because anyway, there's a guaranteed cover.
He's got to drive the ball down the field.
He's got to get a touchdown first, yeah. Sorry, I was being presumptuous, but I mean, it's just classic NFL, though, isn't it? They're playing the same punt safe, 8-man up, whatever it is, to avoid the fake. Takes a Chargers bounce, so they're going to get another long field to deal with, the Chargers, but they still have an opportunity here down 7. Like I said, if they're able to do it, I hope they go for 2. Not just for cover reasons, but, well, yeah, mostly for cover reasons, but like I said that like as if I'm not going to get picked apart by the crew for that one. They did do it last year, though, and, he played to win the game, that kind of thing. Little Herm Edwards, what's wrong with that? Went for it once already, and they got it. Would have been nice to have that Michael Badgley kick back, but you can't always get what you want. They're the 17-yard line. Rivers bombing downfield. This doesn't look good, though. Anyone see the plastic down on the sideline? It didn't look as slippery as usual.
There was a couple slips earlier.
And I think, too, I find it funny.
They're really worried about the field quality.
I was just going to say that. Like, why even have the plastic down to protect that field? It's horrible. Looks like most of the lawns in this neighborhood. Actually, probably worse. 2nd and 10 here. Not essentially the ball game, but it's close. Rivers to Gordon with another drop. Really, man? And you want $15 million a year? Okay. When they're paying Eckler $780,000. Well, I mean, obviously he's 18 times better than Austin Eckler, sure. It's not about knowing it, Booger. It's about doing it. Do it or don't do it. Now it's 3rd and 10. And their defense is going to have to make another stop. Unbelievable. Pending on this play. Bomb downfield. He's open. That's an interception. That's better than a punt, though. Chargers never pay anyone. Absolutely, Chris Conley. Plastic is greater than the field, so it's for player safety there. Yeah. I can understand that. I like the puns John Stacey works with.
Yeah, that was a triple joke right there.
What a tremendous call. Oh, jeez. That's not the end of the world, but I mean, come on. Rivers, you haven't played well in some time, so at least they took as little time off the clock as possible to turn it over. I guess that's some silver lining. Although I'm not sure what playbook they're using. That is a 1 yard gain. They better not give him. Six picks. It could have been 9, man. I'm going to agree with what Booger just said. Patrick Mahomes looks like the veteran right now. Yeah, I would say that he does. Chargers are in a tough spot going forward because it looks like they're in limbo. Because this isn't going to be a winning formula. I got to be honest. 2nd and 7 here. They got to give it. Oh, they gave him such a nice spot. He slid. He gave himself up. It should only be a 1 yard gain.
Who was that?
I didn't see. I forget who they're talking about. Someone's being evaluated for concussion. Totally missed the bar on that. Thinking about something else. Those aren't easy games. They're highlighting the Chiefs' schedule. Versus Raiders, at Patriots, versus Broncos, at Bears, versus Chargers. I mean, I almost think they have. Broncos have put up fights, and I got to be honest, they have this year. Raiders have a shot at winning this division. Third and 6. See if they can do it again, this defense. They got it. Come on. Oh, there's a huge hold on 77. They're not going to do it. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Huge hole on Wiley. But, I mean, you're not going to get all of them. That's just sour grapes on me. Yeah, it wasn't that bad. It was a hold, though. It's impressive that Mahomes is coming back from that injured knee and to be this effective. He's been a little bit more game managing this game, but it doesn't matter. This is a winning formula. Good on the Chiefs going forward because they took a lot of big risk in taking him, trading Alex Smith and making him the starter last year, and it's paid enormous dividends. They're vying for the Super Bowl last year, and he's still getting it done this year with a much different style. Darrell Williams with a great power run. Jenkins doing a dance after that. It's really smart. That is a good tackle. And he went after the ball, though, at Jenkins. I like that. They're out of timeouts now, the Chargers. Okay. First down does it. Pretty much.
Pretty close.
2nd and 6 here.
Once they hit the 2-minute warning, a first down will do it.
Stuffed by the Chargers.
So a first down on this next play ends the game. Otherwise, we'll get the 2-minute warning and a punt.
Some heroics maybe from Phillip Rivers. It hasn't looked like it's part of the formula, but we shall see. Sack.
So 2-minute warning. Most likely we'll get a punt. Chargers have a chance still.
Chargers have a chance. So you're saying there's a chance, Lloyd?
I'm saying there's a chance. Ingram looks like he hurt his hand. Oh, maybe not. Starting to put that green shirt to use.
That's the only time I'll ever be see-through.
What's the score right now? 24-17?
17.
So contest-wise, we got Kenneth B with 48. So a touchdown. If this game ties up, Dak to the future is going to win. If somehow the Chargers score if they score a touchdown but no extra point, Kenneth B wins.
Yes.
Any
go
other
for two.
Any other way, Dak to the future wins.
Yes. No, I think Dak to the future's got it regardless.
No,
We're at 44. They score 6, that's 50. He's got
41.
Oh, shoot. 41. Yeah, you're right. Oh, if it ends in a tie. Dak to the future still got it, though. Yeah. No, but the Chargers cover.
If it ends in a tie, then Kenneth B
gets it.
Exact.
Exact right, yeah. Contest still has implications in on the last drive. That's good. We always want that.
What'd you wink at me after?
Guys, I'm sorry, man. Freezer bag tonight for sure. There probably won't be a week after this one. We'll make sure we get the video first. Big Opie and Anthony vibe going on right now. You can guess who's who. All right. 2 minutes left on the nose. The Chiefs are going to punt the ball, in theory. And then 24-17, Rivers got another chance at it. Thank the defense, who's bailed him out countless times this evening.
Cheering for the Chargers to cover right now. Would you prefer the Chiefs punted or went for it?
I prefer them to go for it. I don't know. That's a great question. Long field, no timeouts. That's the reasoning. Here we go. Minute 53 left. No timeouts. Chargers with the ball down 7. Hey guys, what do we think the chances of the Chargers actually getting a touchdown here? I'm gonna say 18%. That's my guess. It's still something though. %, Dylan. Yeah, okay, so we're around the same. Rivers is shaking his head. I don't know why. Mickey Hill, 8%. Chris Conley, 0.
If Tannehill can do it, why can't Rivers?
I don't know. I actually probably prefer Ryan Tannehill right now. I've been on his dick lately. Holy. They're going empty as 5 wide. Okay, we're going to get a 3rd and 5. You guys better hurry up here. Go. Go, man. No, I don't, Dylan. I don't. I hope not, to be honest. But if he's the best man for the job, then sure. Oh, my goodness. 4th and 4. This is just annoying. Like, you can't even get a first down. What am I talking about? Touchdown? Touchdown? We can't even get a first down. What's less than 0? It's a book written by Bret Easton Ellis and turned into a movie starring Robert Downey Jr., Andrew McCarthy, and Jamie Gertz. Why do you hope not? I just saw it. I think he's a... I feel a lot of disingenuous. I feel like what he did was disingenuous, but I don't know for sure. I don't think he's a solid QB. I think he's a backup. My opinion, though. Here we go, first down. Let's hurry up here, Chargers. I don't think you realize the time situation here, guys. A lot of urgency needs to be applied in this situation. Let's go, man. Man. I saw it in the 80s. I could imagine that you would have. Yeah. That's actually one of my favorite books. I'm a Bret Easton Ellis fan. I am. He has his own podcast, too. Illegal contact. They'll take that 5 yards. On Rashad Felton, who made the interception prior to this.
The players are all pretty tired with this altitude.
How come a week or two ago on Thursday night game you guys didn't stream, or a couple days when you guys didn't? Well, on streaming, I usually have a prior engagement on Thursday night, to be honest. So I don't. It's really close whether we do or not. And so fortunately, I didn't have it on Thursday, or I won't this week. So I'm free to do it. And Big Rye, it's kind of up to him whether he wants to do it alone. It's a little bit more. It's difficult to do it alone, I would imagine. So I can understand his reasons for not doing it. It's going to be 3rd and 10 here. I never liked the idea of being on camera, one, or doing streams, but you guys have made it actually fun. There's a lot of innuendo, a lot of jokes, that kind of thing, making it a lot more enjoyable of an experience beyond the game. Third and 10 here. This is just really lame duck so far. I like the playbook in the first half, I got to be honest. They weren't able to take advantage. They're faking a 0 blitz here. It is a false start.
Yeah. On the right tackle.
Oh, jeez.
I don't understand why Eckler isn't out there.
Yeah, it's great you're on camera. I have something enjoyable to be to on Monday, Thursday, and Sunday nights. All right? I the forwardness of it, I'm okay with that. I can't believe that's
Get
a
up
catch
and
here.
go.
Get up, go, go, go.
Oh.
He's out of bounds, though. He stepped out of bounds.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. I don't know whether John Stacey's saying wow to Dylan's comment or the catch. Either or. Oh, no, he was down. Why would he get up? That sideline sucks with the...
I don't know, but they got the best deal by...
Oh, they didn't even keep the clock going.
Yeah.
Wow.
How do you not let this... Yeah.
Yeah.
The Chargers need to take their breath here.
I don't know. I don't know what do you use to catch, Dylan? A sock?
Incomplete.
Incomplete, yeah. Rivers, it's just jeez. Here, this is at least exciting. 24-17, down by 7, trying to make a break for it, just outside the red zone. Now they're reviewing. I think that's good, advantageous for the Chargers. I've seen him do that so many times.
Maybe they will go for 2. It is a pseudo home game. I don't know if that makes a difference.
Dylan, were you on the U.S. Junior chess U.S. amateur team? Were you on it?
It doesn't trust the Chargers for a 2-point conversion.
They did last year in this spot, I'm hoping. Incomplete pass. That works best for the Chargers. I just looking at one of your tournaments. I thought they had like a team or something. U.S. Amateur Team Championship. I really fuddled the words though. It is a live stream. Oh, it's a team tourney. Yeah, that's rad. I'm impressed at how good you are. That's really impressive. There we go. 2nd and 10 from the 25. He's using a audible with the words Tampa. Someone guessed 80. Yes, they did. Screen. Go out of bounds.
Oh, he stays in. They're going to have to clock it unless they got to play. Center's calling for... Same with Rivers.
Someone did guess 80's it. I mean, I can't think of a worse way of going, but if it works, then it works, I guess. So close to getting out of bounds. So they're going to get 3 shots at the end zone, eh, Big Rye?
Hopefully.
This is sports, though. This is sports. This is a great ending here.
They still have a chance at a first down as well. Might get
them. The time is going to hurt the down and distance. Yeah, I guess you could.
No help on the Frank Clark side.
Oh. Interception to Daniel Sorensen. A layup. From Rivers. Unbelievably bad. Is he going to complain about this one? Nope.
That pressure from Clark didn't really give him much choice.
Oh, I think it did. You didn't have to throw that ball, especially like that, to a small receiver. Booger thinks it's the Steve Spagnuolo defense. I don't think it's that at all. I think it's himself. As Sam Darnold would see, seeing ghosts. That's just bad, man. Like playing shot put with the other team. Oh, man. Well, it was a good game. I like that, Dylan. That's how you look at it, Dylan Clark. There's a good ending to it, though. I got to be honest. Like an exciting ending. Man, how many years does this man have till you got to start thinking about it after some of these performances. I mean, it's just one game, but he was probably worse against the Raiders, so Got the under losses spread. He's got mouths to feed. He most certainly does. He does, John Stacey. You ready to cut a rug here, Big Rye?
Yeah, Back to the Future with the win. We still have a couple more screens to create here. But other than that, guys, we're going to cut this one short, get the video going for you. So we'll catch you either in the live comments for the premiere, if we can get this thing out fast enough.
Uploaded fast enough, yeah. Yeah, we certainly will.
All right, guys, you have a good night. We'll catch you later.